The question is, is this a podcast retcon?
Yeah, I'll retcon some stuff. Welcome to the
Descript
video for you at home club podcast. We are in episode 45, I believe. Unless
I didn't have
there's
my mouth
three
to
of
the
us.
mic when I said my part.
the viewers can.
Do you want to restart?
They're gonna think it's called the Descript Video
Okay,
Club.
we can
No,
restart.
that's
We can
that's
restart. We can restart.
completely opposite of what we are.
Do you want to restart or?
No.
Yeah, you
It's
have
too
to
late
fake it.
now. I never want to restart.
Yeah, you might be wondering where the podcast has been the past couple weeks. We have been shooting
Months.
them, but they will not upload.
We've just kind of been making podcasts for fun, basically.
It's really how it has actually
Mhm.
been. Like, we tried uploading the past couple. They would not upload, which is pretty cool if you
Yeah.
think about it, because it's been putting a lot of work in the last one.
I did. I turned Pete into a
And it
hologram.
looked really cool.
Yeah, like that's not even a joke. He actually
He was
did.
blue.
Yeah, he did.
We
do
had
like
this.
a
We
lot
had a
of work.
storyline going. No
Mhm.
fucking clue that was
That narrative has gone straight out the
Now
window.
We
I
had a
think
whole
that-
storyline, and then we not only did we continue, we made a follow-up to that storyline
Yep.
that, I mean, hasn't actually even been edited at all
Yeah,
yet.
now
actually,
we're doing a soft
which is a little
reboot.
sad. But yeah,
No, you don't have to edit it. Now you just have to edit
It's
this.
a
True.
sequels.
let it
reboot.
die because we were kind of being a little hateful, not in like a racist way, but in like a I feel like a long time
Damn,
ago
boy, you
during,
get a Fortnite.
during some early podcasts.
little behind the scenes joke.
During some early podcasts, we've talked frequently about how like
are you bringing this
we're
up?
trying to
Why are you
hate on things. I'm just saying, is this
You
something
didn't even
that-
remember this? I brought it up
It's
to you
on his
yesterday.
mind.
It's on my mind. It's
It's a very unstable chair.
Do you want to switch? Do you
It's
want
a very
the,
unstable
No.
I mean,
man.
this is actually probably more stable.
Yeah, but it's probably less comfortable.
Ben's trying to get that stool, man.
I know. he is.
Anyways, I just feel like we were hating a lot on that last one that we recorded and the world never saw.
Yeah, we saw,
I don't remember what we even talked about. Just straight
we-
up.
animation group.
We talked about
Oh, yeah.
some animation.
We were
studios. And we were hating, and I've been trying to hate less in life.
It's hard to do.
It's hard. I feel like we live.
I
in a-
love hating.
It is. It's so fun. It's so fun to hate on people.
So it's very easy as well. It's fun and easy.
Well, they have more money than us.
It's so fun to watch someone like have fun doing something and be like, God, that guy fucking sucks.
What a loser.
Yeah, who's got the fucking T-Mobile
Yeah,
ass?
having passions, and pursuing your dreams,
Stupid.
and
Cringe.
Yeah, so this is a soft reboot of the podcast. 45 going forward. Next episode will be 46. Well, now you might be asking Peter, will the 2 other episodes ever see the light of day? I'm a big fan of your podcast. I want all the lore. And let me tell you, the day we announce the Patreon,
You'll be able to pay $70.
you'll be able to pay at least $75 to watch those 2
and
podcasts.
it'll be worth every
And
pretty
We're
penny.
also not going to go through the effort of... Wait, no, remember the point of the other one was we weren't going to edit the last one. The viewer was supposed to edit it.
Oh, you're
Yeah, so,
right.
yeah, you get both
Okay.
of them in their full
Guys,
form.
we're calling back to a bunch of shit that they're never gonna see.
Well, they have to pay for the Patreon.
One day they'll know.
We're waiting till
One
we
day
hit
they'll know.
1,000 subscribers, and I'll make a Patreon.
But
which could happen soon.
genuine
we gained a
question.
bunch the
Genuine
other day.
question because we haven't discussed this
No. Production
prior to starting.
Production meeting on the podcast.
Yeah, we're having a production meeting, and you guys are part of it today. Let us know in the comments what you think of our decision that we end up on. It doesn't matter because we'll have already decided by the time the video comes out, obviously. But are we continuing with a story?
No,
or
I fucking hated
yeah,
it.
You
Killed
hated
the
it.
Why'd you hate it?
That was just a let in. I want to talk, People are here to hear us talk about wrestling and
I
our
don't-
day-to-day
there's-
life.
Yes.
And
I'm
ain't
not
there
even
a-
here to
ain't there-
hear us
Well,
talk
we didn't even
about
introduce
wrestling.
our fourth fucking member. You gotta-
Cade.
Cade.
That's Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Wow. I'm gonna tell Cade you said that.
That's fine. He'll watch it and know that it's Dwayne The Rock Johnson, not Cade.
Okay.
He's got a mic. I gave him a mic and everything.
Oh, he does
It's
actually.
true. He is
Yeah.
prepared.
He's mic'd
actually.
So I
up.
put him on the set today.
He's also wearing some fake ass
He's
Adidas
making,
pants.
unfortunately,
They couldn't get the branding for it.
he's unfortunately making a mildly
Look at
transphobic rant.
2 stripes. You see that? That's not real.
There's no logo
Some
on
fake
it.
Adidas.
On the box, it said transphobic rant.
Transphobic rock.
Transphobic rock. Men used to be. And Israel used to.
He's saying just bring it, by the way. These layman's
Well,
putting words in his mouth.
I haven't.
Come on the
I
podcast,
actually
Rock.
haven't-
Defend yourself.
I've actually heard much about The Rock recently. I feel like he's been.
Yeah, you
kinda,
remember he
been
gave
kinda
100
quiet.
trucks away at that movie screening
No,
yesterday?
I don't remember that.
It's in a WWE game I was playing with everyone.
Last
guys
thing
were
I read
watching.
about
We
The
talked
Rock
about it.
Oh yeah.
was there's this tiny soccer club in England that was
buying one?
like going under, and the rumor was that he was going to buy it.
Do you know how
But
I
he did-
know?
he ended up
well, do you
not
know how
buying it,
that's
though.
not true? Because he bought a whole entire football league that's not doing well.
Right. Well, when was
the-
that? Was
The
that?
like
a year-
fighting,
like 2
Oh,
years
like
ago.
wrestling.
Yeah, he
football
bought it
league.
from Vince McMahon,
Oh, okay.
the XFL, and it's
Yeah.
like WWE football. It's still going. It's doing better,
It's
but
just stupid.
yeah.
Wait,
Just
WWE
rather watch
footballs is
normal
like
football.
fighting football.
Yeah,
It's like more extreme football. It's
Imagine
not like they're doing
football.
suplexes to get you to
But
fumble.
CTE is on the table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cool if you get a concussion.
What's the football with boobs?
I think that
That's
might.
powder puff.
Yeah, Powder Puff. Yeah, it was on TV for like 2. I remember it played before Pokemon on the Fox network. So,
Yeah,
That's insane.
that's how I remember it.
you do actually remember
Oh yeah.
that? Yeah. 90s kids,
Women's
remember?
Football.
99, baby.
I watched women's.
Big '90s kid over
Big
here.
90s
Yeah.
kid. Big pre-millennial kid. 99.
It's
It's been 5 months in the
That's
year
like me
90.
saying, "Yeah, man, I remember 9/11 like it was yesterday."
Yeah.
I could say that too. The only one that I could remember it is probably fucking
I
Luke.
must have been. I
Also,
do.
we
I do
bring up
actually
9/11
remember.
every
it.
time we fucking podcast. We haven't
It's
put
not
out a
every
video.
time, but it is about 75% of
Yeah,
time.
it's
Well,
quite a lot.
after our last video, I'm joking. Also.
Yeah, no, that's true.
I wonder how that
It was
landed.
just, I just said it once.
My
I mean,
friend
you guys
texted
are
me and
continuing.
no,
Yeah,
I'm
but-
saying in the crowd where they played. We've
Oh,
been
did
going.
They play it there.
Apparently,
They did, yeah. actually.
So, if people that don't know, we've been going to like a little film festival meet up thing. We've been using that to make some of the skits you guys have been seeing recently. Just, kind of get out there and just mingle with other filmmakers in the area. Since we moved out here, and
you don't know anybody.
yeah, we don't know anyone. But there's a 9/11 joke, and it's a very. Luke said it.
It was very quick.
Yeah, it's
too.
very
It
quick.
was-
It's very quick, snippy. It's really big brain.
I mean, my hope is that actually no one even like caught
It's
it.
a good joke. I
Like,
thought it was
I
funny.
Look, don't get me wrong. I'll laugh at
Yeah.
it, but also it's like
Well, it seemed like
It
it
is-
the video's landing with
it's
people.
like if like, do you think like if 9/11 happened in Michigan, for example, like say they had for whatever reason built the World Trade Centers in Michigan,
Would you care?
would
They hit the GM Tower?
would Michiganders would we
They
Take
hit
offense.
GM.
as as 4 guys podcasting in Ferndale, in the basement of Ferndale, would we be like, no, off limits, bro?
Yeah. No way, man.
No, it's been 20 years.
I mean,
22
it's
years.
different. Like, there's so much humor about it.
Like if it was like a week ago, it'd be like.
I literally don't think I've watched a stand-up special in the last like 10 years that didn't at least reference it once.
Well, South Park did an episode on the 10-year anniversary where they said it's cool to make 9/11 jokes now. So
I will say this year in
It's
particular,
official.
this year in particular was like on Twitter. I did not see a single like positive 9/11 post on Twitter.
No, it was
everything
all
was a
funny
joke.
jokes.
Everything
yeah,
was
it's like the Holocaust or like D-Day and stuff. Like that's a very horrific events.
right.
It's not like people are going like, oh,
yeah,
I guess
that's-
probably the Holocaust. Okay, maybe that
that's
one.
a comparison.
That one's probably a bit more. I stand by him and stuff.
Look, man, I believe it. All right.
No, I at first I didn't believe it, but I'm really getting convinced that it might have possibly happened.
I'm almost convinced.
You know, I went to the museum once. I saw them all mingle and stuff. You know.
Yeah, didn't you go to the museum post breakup or something?
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
we've already talked about this on the podcast.
We can bring
We're
it back
trying to
up.
remember the things that we've talked about.
No, we
on
can
the
bring it up. It's a
podcast.
funny story. You know, it'll be a quick.
Let's tell it
but-
again. Let's actually just restart from the.
Yeah, we can.
Just
So
restart from the beginning of our podcast.
Yeah,
and
this is
completely
now
emulate
episode
all of our
1.
previous podcasts.
Yeah, so sure.
And then we can go back, watch what we talked about in the old ones.
Yep, that can be our
It's
inspiration.
a reboot, but
Whatever.
there's just an empty chair.
Yeah, and we
what's-
could just use Cade's audio.
What's our greatest?
from-
What's like our clip? What's our greatest
Redo it
podcast?
all.
The Holocaust trip I took. I remember I brought up the Vince McMahon trials. That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
That got us flagged on YouTube.
Hell
mean-
yeah.
Well, that actually just made me think of something. I mean, so I know we had a special where we talked about like all of our favorite videos.
Thanks for
we've
300
done.
subscribers, by the way.
Yeah.
Also,
300
yeah,
subscribers.
hold on.
I did all the work.
Fucking cheers
Dink.
with
Clink.
hold on.
Suspiciously
Get
only
Cade
Red
in
Bull
there
drink.
too. This is
It is
representing
only Red
the Rock is representing Cade.
Dink.
Alright, be careful. It's over a figure.
If he was rare, I'd be wearing a real fucking Adidas tracksuit.
I couldn't even afford
Um,
that version.
We hit 300, so thank you, all of you.
We hit
Triple
400 on
digit.
Instagram.
We hit 400 on Instagram, really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool. That's actually really cool.
So I was complaining about it earlier. I get a shit ton of notifications on my phone every day about
we've
it.
been chilling
Just turn the
around
notifications
like
off.
Oh, I did. That was the whole point I was telling you. I said I turned
we've
it
been
off.
chilling around 11K on TikTok. I
But
think.
then what if
right?
I get messaged and I can't see the
I think it's more than that. I think it's
Are we
like
like
13.
13?
Yeah, we're
13K?
13, 14, maybe 15 even.
We're chilling.
You need to post on there.
You know, we're and we have
Halo video?
we have plans. You know, we have plans.
Oh, I'm considering starting
The
it.
good thing, another good thing that people haven't seen the last 2 podcasts is that at the end of every podcast, we inevitably promise, guys, there's more coming. There's,
Yeah,
there's
we're on it, guys,
We're
and we
on
don't
it.
have.
Yeah.
I don't show up home from work too sleepy to move and then forget to post stuff for a full week. That doesn't
Yeah.
happen.
no.
You
We
just gotta be like me. You gotta be unemployed.
the
That's true.
unemployed
You wake up
friend
early.
on a 2 p.m. Yeah, I gotta respect that Pete still wakes up early, even for not having a job right now.
I was waking up early.
The moment that I did not have like a work commitment, I immediately was like, all right,
I can't.
1 p.m.
Wild.
yeah,
You know
baby.
what?
Actually, no, I will say I've been doing better about it. Like I've been waking up
I
at
need
like
to do better. I'm
you
so
have to.
bad.
no, but I mean I've been waking like no on non-work days.
Oh.
I still wake up early. I know it seems like I wake up late, but I actually am serious. I sit in my room for actually 2 hours.
No, I do too.
before
Like
I
I'll
leave
wake
my
up
room.
and I'll like I wake up in the morning. I sit on my phone for like maybe a half hour. Then I sit on my computer and like look at jobs for about like an hour, and then I go to the gym.
Jobs. more
And it's like
porn.
As
pretty
it's,
much.
as I call
And then I
it.
look at porn, and then and then I will get ready.
Studying.
I go to the gym, and then by the time I get back at like 1 p.m., they're all crawling out of bed. I sometimes hear Luke playing the guitar.
Yep. You gotta.
I'll come out 2 hours later and be like, "Whoa."
I'm so. I don't know. It's been kind of worse for me, really, recently.
Well,
I'm
I'll start
fucking
knocking on your
tired.
door when I wake up if you want.
Yeah, you go.
Yeah,
No,
I'll do
go
it.
right
I'll start banging on
ahead.
your
It'll
door.
help me go to sleep earlier.
Don't do that.
You
for
got
me.
we
I'll consider
all went to bed after like 4:30.
No, yesterday it was different. But
Yeah.
So
I was still
I
up
don't
at
even
10.
know how you
I
guys.
woke up at 10. I slept
I
in a
woke
little
up
bit.
at,
got up before noon.
I've been waking
I
up.
usually wake up at
naturally
9.
more.
I am tired, but
When do you guys wake up naturally? Like when do you wake up? Like when do you first wake up?
9 a.m. Like not a day like yesterday.
And also,
Sleep.
9 a.m.
also when you wake up, because I do the thing where I'll wake up and then I'd be like, I'm gonna go back to bed. Like I wake up,
I
wake
sleep
up.
for an extra half hour and I'll be up at 9:30. But I
Okay.
only give myself a half hour, and then I don't give myself any more time. After.
Yes,
Like, I'll
that's
wake
my
up,
issue.
I wake up again and be like, I can't fall back asleep because I'll keep doing this rigmarole all day.
That's my issue, man. I'll wake up. I wake up at like 9 every day, and then I'm like,
Yeah,
what
you're
if-
kinda like
what
me,
if
huh?
I just don't? What if I just sleep till noon?
I can't do it. I feel so
Seriously.
gross when I do that.
The temptation is so.
I feel so good.
It's
I have,
greater. It's.
I've been working on like 3 experimental films the past few weeks. Let me tell you.
Oh, Pete's
Oh my God.
hustling over here.
You say that, but let me tell you. I look at the clock. I get up early. I look at the clock. I'm like, it's 3 o'clock. What Just went to the gym. I got my coffee. I could play Overwatch.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to play Dead Space for the Halloween season. Let me tell you, it's been sitting on my desk for the past week and a half.
That's true.
Like, it's hard, dude. It's definitely, I'm giving you guys shit about when you wake up. I'm still I still got kind of the laziness, I'm doing better. But
I mean, it's easy. I mean,
like Red Bull's
my belief is that I need to get to a state where I can tell myself to wake up early. That's why I say
got a magic
don't
tournament
knock on my door, because it's cool. If someone wakes me up, that's fine. But that's also my mom waking me up for high school.
No, I remember when we went to Comic-Con.
It's not real. We
should talk about that also.
We should talk about that. Also, I was actually up for 2 hours already. I told you that.
Was I really hungover that day?
Yes.
I
woke up at 6 a.m. that day.
I just couldn't eat shit.
I only slept
No,
for
that
3
was
hours.
that was the day after we
I
went
was
to the
tired
school
as
meetup.
hell at Comic-Con, actually.
Which allegedly I had to get carried home.
You were carried
No, I
from Brooklyn.
I remember. It's not like the first time when we graduated, but I did have to be carried. Remember that time where I peed in front of a bar?
You were washed.
Okay, we now have, sorry, this is kind of tangential, but we now have, we have followers in New York now because we went to the Shortcuts thing or whatever.
I have that and the other one, too.
We do know for
another
certain.
thing. We have people who may or may not be watching.
Oh my
More
god!
They're not watching.
We know.
They're not watching the podcast.
More likely not. They're watching. They're
not watching the shorts though.
podcast.
I got message. I got message on it about Instagram.
Well,
one group of guys, which we should hang out with.
Oh, we should hang out.
Oh, did they? We should.
Yeah, they messaged me saying good video.
Okay, we have this whole podcast has been referencing stuff that the audience would have absolutely zero.
Well, you know what?
They should know at this fucking point. You know how many tangents I go off?
That's actually true. I think you're right. I just had.
It's fine.
Shout out Sid Bostek.
He messaged me right before the podcast.
We gotta get you on the channel at some point. Right, I know. Sid, I'm sure we actually count on you watching.
Well, they were in the washer. I don't know what to tell you.
Well, that's the dishwasher's fault.
Dishwashers.
Anyways, not important.
You
Sid,
get protein powder in everything you drink.
This is just gonna be like the drunk cast. I know, but we're acting. We have the thought.
It's so
competence
jumbled
of
yeah.
a drunk man.
No, this whole thing is literally completely incoherent. Can I just
This is a nondescript classic right here.
Yeah.
This is, every back in the olden days of nondescript, I feel like we used to just have like every 6 weeks we'd just be like, all right, we don't know what to talk about today.
Let's go off.
Just talk.
And we'd be like, hey, you remember that thing from 2 weeks ago that the audience obviously wouldn't fucking know about?
Yeah.
And then we talked about that for 40 minutes. And maybe give enough context for somebody to piece together what the fuck we're talking about.
Possibly. Anyways, Sid, I don't remember what I was gonna say that regarded Sid. Sid just shouted us out on his Instagram. He was like,
Pregnant
yes,
Teenage Hospital.
Pregnant Teenage Hospital. Check them out, guys, because they have fucking dope music. They just won. They're not. I think they came
Yeah.
Sid's
They
gonna be
placed.
They placed. I think they got third place. Yeah, I know they already played it, but they got third place in a really a big challenge in Michigan that had actually a bunch of
Musicians.
established musicians, people,
Local Detroit band.
and they got third place for a song submission, and it was really good. It was a really good song.
Is that Red Bull?
They're a cool band. Definitely check them out.
It's cool.
But
You want the rest of this if you want.
No, I'm just fucking with you. I don't care at all. You can have the Red Bull.
Anyways,
It's empty.
fan shout out Sid, Pregnant Teenage Hospital.
Who else you want to shout out?
You guys are dope.
Yeah.
Who else we shouting out?
Our friend
Alec.
Cade.
Alec commented on the last
Hey,
video.
Alec.
He said great video.
Oh, I love
he
his.
said
awesome.
he said reference
Cam
30
comics.
Rock, which is the joke I wrote. So
Yep, another
shout
one.
Out. I'm a funny guy.
Alec.
That's a good joke.
I liked it.
Alec. If you know, Alec to draw on Instagram.
Yeah.
Clever name.
Oh my god, so much of a cardigan now.
Really funny.
Great comics.
webcomics.
He's kind of actually. I don't know if you just saw. He like just kind of. He got like 11,000 likes on his last comic he put.
I
on
told
TikTok.
It's really
I
funny, the
messaged
furry
him and I
one.
said that's my favorite one yet, and he sent me an emoji.
It was really funny. And I bet. I also thought I was like, I bet a bunch of furries are gonna fucking interact with this one. I was like, furries are gonna like this.
That's why I commented on that.
There's a good chance that a lot of the likes were furries, but that's
Well,
the nature.
yeah.
That's the nature of TikTok. I've
it's not
decided actually
TikTok at all,
TikTok
actually,
is a
but yeah.
great platform to just upload
Instagram.
anything because I feel like with TikTok you do get exposed to just everybody. You get exposed to like at least one person from every niche of the internet.
Oh,
like,
sure.
I was posting a lot of like photography on Instagram like
I do remember
several
seeing
years
that.
ago, and
You started doing that again after
I started doing that on TikTok because like there's so much more traffic being driven to whatever you're posting now. Like you put like a sad emo nostalgia song, you got fuckers like me who every 3 weeks I'm like, I want to go watch 10 TikToks in a row that have the same sad nostalgia sound.
I get gambling TikTok.
And I get like I just got like
No way.
300 likes, which I know is
Really? I was gonna say, did everyone actually do well?
Mine have been doing all right. I've been getting like at least 300 views.
They have a great vibe.
Which is, I know, not that much, but for
That's
a
right.
photography slideshow, I'm like, that's all right. If I honestly get like one new comment on a post, I'm like, that's cool.
That's cool.
I'll
Honestly,
take
that makes
you
me
know?
want to start posting on TikTok.
I would seriously start.
Not
I've
on
been
our channel.
considering. I've been considering posting some video work on TikTok. on
That's
my
cool. We
personal,
know
just
we have
'cause
we have a TikTok. We actually don't post.
we have a TikTok.
With a lot of followers on
probably
it.
our
actually.
biggest.
The TikTok is kind of our work in progress. I feel like we're all. I
Yeah,
feel like we
Luke.
have a lot of
Gonna
ideas.
make my own beverage.
On we have a lot of ideas on how to.
We have videos shot that we're waiting to get finished by multiple people in the
Wait.
group.
Wait, what?
I keep for the past like 3 weeks or within a month now. Remember when we shot that Halo TikTok?
Okay. Yep. Again, I
I don't care. I just
I
give a
don't-
shit about it all the
again.
time.
This
I
is
think,
another thing that
and
people
he
have
started.
no idea what we're talking
and he
about.
started
This
animation. That shit's to come out.
I would say
After he was supposed to
approximately
do the Halo TikTok.
35% of this podcast so far is probably indecipherable by people watching.
Ben went to Europe. That was kind of cool. Tell us about that trip.
Oh my God! I went to Europe.
Put Bacardi in that?
I did go to Europe. Did you?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. Ain't a free
Hang
bar
out, bitch.
here. Ain't no free bar.
Okay, Europe. Yeah. The only important thing to say out of going to Europe is that I tried a full English breakfast, beans on toast,
People aren't gonna get that. You're bitching at me about people not getting what you're
and
talking
mushy
about.
peas. Yes, they do.
Dude, everybody knows that these are
An
the
English
standard
banger?
British foods.
Yeah, I'm sure.
You get blood pudding.
I mean, the real ones will probably know.
Sounds good.
Is it
Real
good?
ones, the
Looks
real
scary.
nondescript fans will have stalked Kate and I's conversations about full English breakfasts.
Yes.
You know, the real fans.
I gotta say, there was the phase. There was that whole anti-British meme phase, like probably for
Yeah, there's
6
definitely
months
there's
at the-
definitely
I'm still on that train.
there's
Fuck the
definitely
Brit.
anti-bean.
well, the first
I'm
6
very,
months
Okay.
of this year.
I'm very anti-bean.
I'll say this actually. When I left England, I
Had an awakening.
won't lie, I kind of thought less of British people.
As you should. They fucking suck.
I don't know,
Oh my
not
God.
like in like a racist way, just in like a
No, just a way of like culture.
as like
They're just culturally worse.
you
yeah,
know,
they're third world. We're second world.
like I've told you guys, my family lived in England. I was
first world.
like
is it?
I as like a very young child was like raised on certain like random British things because my family was recently used to that, and I went through my whole life like not. I'm never gonna say that I was idolizing Britain, obviously, but at some point in 6th grade, I was like actually very fascinated by England, and I wanted to go there.
I could never.
And then I fucking never read Harry Potter actually.
That's so fucking funny. You were just upset.
I was just like England.
I thought British people were cool because
is J.K. Rowling English?
I was like, yes.
I don't fucking know. You wouldn't know, you little transphobe.
That would not that would make sense actually. I mean, considering she names characters like Bearstein or whatever.
What?
Or, I don't know.
The main character of Harry Potter's name
I'm
is
just saying she J.K. Rowling is like, I need to make an Asian character. What do I name her? Like, Wong Chu or whatever. That's
a good name. What would you name her?
I don't know.
Kiwi?
Like, I would name her.
I don't fucking know. I wouldn't fucking wrestle with that battle in the first place. Anyways, all I'm saying is that I went there and
I would name her Madeline.
I'd name her Naruto.
I was riding a bike in England.
Mm-hmm.
I rode a bike in London, which is very scary.
Is it scarier than here?
Yes, because
it's on the opposite side of the road.
Driving the wrong side of the fucking road, And the one thing that I will take back with me forever from going to England was there was like a 5-second window where I saw like a cool building that I wanted to take a picture of. So I was riding on the left side of the road, and there was like no one really around me. So I just kind of like instinctively pulled over to the right to take a picture, and then some actual bloke rides past me and he's like, "Wrong side, idiot."
I would have fucking rode that guy down and beat the shit out of him.
He was literally wearing like
wrong side, idiot.
Runner spandex shit. Like he was all in his fucking like tights and shit. Like, oh my
like Hal and
God,
Malcolm in the
man.
middle.
I was like, I can't believe that guy just told me I was on the wrong side of the road.
Wrong side,
dipshit. To the side though, why would it matter?
I don't know.
That's always like a biker lane,
but
right?
bikers here, people who ride in the bike lane, they are so aggressive.
No, they don't use the fucking bike lane. They go on the sidewalk.
They're
and bitch at you when you
fucking
don't get out of their way.
So mean, dude. If they I've had so many people. They're going on the bike lane. If I step into the bike lane at all, they're like, "Get the fuck out!" Like as they're flying past. Which, by the way, is pretty cowardly. You can shout whatever you want while you're going, 20 miles per hour.
Casey Neistat did a lot of good, but the bike lane should have been eliminated.
Pedestrians actually have to be polite because we don't get to zoom off.
That's not true.
I know Casey Neistat has done no good.
Joke,
I love you.
I will say, I had to tell you when I was, there was a brief moment where I was doing DoorDash on a bike here, and I was going to like pick up an order or whatever, and I feel like honestly I get pretty risky biking here. Like if I see a red light that just turned red, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna send it.
I'm running.
I'm going it. And I did a really late red on this one, and it was the point that people had already started walking, and I was like, there's a window here for me, because the light, the traffic, the walk signal turns white before the light turns green.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, I'm doing the math in my head. I got time for this. There's also no cars. There was like no cars at the intersection, so I was like, I'm gonna fucking send it. Anyways, this lady's walking. I'm at absolutely no risk of hitting her. She is totally fine.
Yep.
And she's walking out of the crosswalk, and she just makes eye contact with me, and she's puts up her middle finger, and she's like, "Fuck you, cyclist." And I actually just like looked at her for 2 seconds, and then kept going at 20 miles per hour.
I had the opposite experience.
Cyclist.
See, I was on the other side of that. I don't remember.
I was not pedaling.
You said it like a slur. Like,
cyclist.
Cycler.
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 No.
You fucking dirty cyclist.
I can't remember if it was right before I moved in when I visited you guys or after I moved in, like that week. But I was going. They had like a Mexican like block party thing going on.
oh yeah.
Yes. It's not racist, what it was.
Yep.
They agree. And they
I
don't
wasn't insinuating that you said something racist at all.
I'm just letting him know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everyone
Cover your
knew that it
bases.
was just.
Covering bases. But,
Did he just say Mexican?
That's slut.
I got a churro. It was really good. But I was walking around there, and I had to cross the street at one point, and this biker just shot through this whole our crowd of people that was crossing the street. This guy went, "Hey, fuck you, buddy!" He stopped dead in his tracks, turned around, and went, "I'll fucking stab you right now."
The biker
Dude,
said
yeah,
that to you?
the bikers, not to me, but to the guy arguing
Oh,
with
okay.
me.
These.
But then he was like,
Oh
the guy was like,
God.
"All right, stab me, I'm right here." And he went, "Nah," and he just fucking biked off.
If I had if I had my knife with me, I would.
Well, I want to, but I have to go.
Yeah, that and my other little
So-
tangent I had. I was telling Ben
I'm actually
this,
late for work.
I was telling Ben this yesterday. I rode my skateboard around here the other day, maybe a week ago, or before I left to go back to Michigan for a couple days. But I was riding my skateboard around. It was a very scary experience where I'm like, hey, I might just carry it and go to skate parks. I don't know.
There's is it?
Is there a skate park around here?
There is actually.
Maybe I would go to it. I've never been to a skate park. I do street skating usually
Well,
because I'm always intimidated because I suck.
it is actually.
Maybe they'll be
even
maybe
a
they'll be
story,
cheap.
yeah.
People at the skate
I won't
park
lie.
suck ass.
Astoria even is very.
Gang.
No.
I don't know. You're pondering. I'm just telling you words.
No,
that
I'm
might.
I'm saying it's like the cycling and skating. Like if you're on a wheeled vehicle that's not a car, it's. You'd think it'd be a lot easier here because it's, relatively calm compared to like Manhattan or even Brooklyn.
Yeah.
But if you're in a certain spot, it's like intense. Like
A skate park would
I
be
bike
different.
up to up Northern Boulevard to go to a Michael's, and that
Yeah.
Northern Boulevard is a street where it's it's like a 4-lane, feels like a 4-lane highway at times.
Yes.
There's a lot of traffic. There's like a lot of buses on it. The speed limit's I think like 45 or something. So, and there's a bike lane on it, which is nice, but it doesn't matter because like you're biking and someone's like, I'm about to pull in the Home Depot with no turn signal. And
Fucking, I
someone
don't care
whips
who
it
I
into the
kill.
fucking
Yeah, it's
parking
like back in
lot.
Michigan when I drive.
I need to buy a new toilet.
I need a hot dog from the.
It is a
hot
little. It's kind of freaky here still, but it's fun. I like it.
I don't have a bike.
Actually, if you want to bike somewhere fun, I did one DoorDash order on Roosevelt Island,
Oh, really?
and Roosevelt Island actually is really nice.
Damn.
It's
I
like
think they're just telling me words right
it's just
now.
empty there.
always-
Okay, so there's an island in between here and Manhattan.
Really?
It's like
Yeah,
it's kind of like
it's a
Belle
little tiny
Isle,
island,
except
yeah.
that imagine if Belle Isle
Didn't have a racetrack
had
on
like
it.
a ton of just houses
You
or like
should.
apartments and
It
stuff
actually
on
does
it.
have a racetrack.
Belle Isle.
No, Roosevelt.
Oh,
Probably does. I don't know.
They got rid of the racetrack in Belle Isle because they race in Detroit now.
Belle Isle's in Detroit.
We know, but
Anyways,
it's through the street. The IndyCar racers
it's-
know what I'm
it's
saying.
really-
Red Bull Racing, am I right?
It's really nice actually. If you're looking for a nice place to bike,
I don't have
and
a
if
bike
you guys are looking for a nice place to bike, go bike there.
But where would I get a bike, man?
The bike store.
H&M or
No.
QVC?
That'd be cool.
They had it. They were
If they had a bike on
by
there.
DeLorean.
Shinola sells bikes.
It's so fucking much.
I know they're probably like $2,000.
We shot that
Shinola is
video.
usually so
we shot that video in
affordable.
there for them. Remember? Wait, were you there for
Yes.
that one?
I
Yeah.
wasn't there, but I edited
That was me and
footage.
Becca in there then. Dude, that fucking store, insane.
It's a cool store.
It is a cool store, but everything, the cheapest thing in there was like $600, and it was like a fucking watch band.
Yeah.
I didn't know Shinola was like a.
Also, look at that.
Are you Shinola?
I'm Shinolan right now.
How much was that?
Like 500.
Did you buy that?
You shine Nolan.
It's a Christmas present.
See, I would love to wear like a normal watch, but I can't.
This is my favorite watch. Like I
Weird.
I
It's a
love
really
goofy
nice
watches,
It's a really nice watch.
but I've got so accustomed to my Apple Watch where I cannot go back to like an analog watch. Also, they just put out the Snoopy watch. Did I show you guys the Snoopy watch?
Yeah, you showed it.
I fucking love that. I do. Every time I look at my phone, I start giggling. That fucker's throwing
Every
pizza.
time I
They're
see
getting
Snoopy-
stuck on the watch band. They're skating on it. I start just giggling.
Wait, you throw pizza?
Yeah, like every time you turn on the watch, you look at the time. They do a little Snoopy animation.
Oh, what if they made a Breaking Bad watch where?
No, I like Snoopy. I would never change. Honestly, I love Snoopy so much. Where like that's the perfect watch.
God.
Each hour of the day, the pizza is closer to the roof.
You see, Walt kills Mike.
Have you seen Breaking Bad all the way through?
No.
Hey. I saw the first season.
I've seen all I need to see.
I saw the first season and fell asleep and
I know
never watched
everything
it
about it now. I'm like,
for me, it's a TV show. If I fall asleep during it,
is that a sign that you shouldn't watch it?
I just kind of give up.
I think
that's fair. I mean, that's
sure.
I finished Ahsoka. That's just something.
So Israel.
Pete, do you mind if I have some of your Bacardi? I'll pay you. I'll pay you.
You can just have it. It's a communal drink.
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, that's the very. I paid for the first. I paid for the bottle of bottle of Bacardi and tequila.
And who drank all of that?
Mostly me.
I helped.
But
tequila. I drank that whole tequila.
You guys, I
myself.
drank none of the tequila.
Oh, you were gone. I drank a whole bottle of tequila. Pretty much a whole bottle of tequila.
I think I've earned my share of one drink.
No, you can use it. Yeah, I got the jumbo for a reason. Let's make it last a little bit. But yeah, I drank that whole bottle. I drank like probably 60% of that tequila bottle, and I felt great after.
Yeah, guys, if you're still watching because you didn't somehow get confused, pour yourself a delicious bevy.
Ben, we're switching seats now. I like to
Peter has swapped seats.
Yeah, it's
There you go. Oh, he likes it.
because it's like cushiony, you know. Why do you have this like contraption, Ben? It's like a squatty
We only
potty?
had 2 chairs for this table, so we had
Is it a
to
squatty
MacGyver
potty?
a third one. Is that a squatty potty? No. Okay. Yes.
Dude, this guy wants everything given to him.
You can have a Red Bull. Yeah, it's fine. I've taken bread. I've taken things from you.
Not me though, right?
No, never.
That's good.
I wouldn't.
You haven't touched my
Definitely not your body wash.
Oh yeah, I always wonder how that's moving around the bathroom when I hide it. I remember the first. Now I don't care because honestly I was using yours for a bit.
Yeah, that's so fine.
But I remember at one point I did hide it in the cupboard.
I was like, I need.
I looked the next day and I'm like, I actually generally hid this in a good spot, and so I know whoever it was, either Ben or Luke, was scrounging on that bathroom naked trying to find it. Which then I took away the privileges for a minute. And
it's fine.
It wasn't me.
I every time I took it, I was like,
No,
this is gonna annoy the fuck out of him. But I just need.
I will not when I
was just trying to get you to buy it. Like I'm fine if you use it as like a buffer.
I know.
That's when I
it's like a buffer. You get a couple of days.
I'm like, oh fuck, I forgot.
I used it for like 5 showers.
Yeah, I know. You were using it for like a week and a half, and I'm like, all right, Lucas, I don't have the conversation. But like,
I'll buy you some damn shampoo.
Go buy some. Like I went through a bottle.
I'm
2 weeks
sorry.
moving here.
My brain doesn't work very good.
Hey, I got you guys booked now. Don't worry.
Well, to explain the seat,
do dishes now.
We have very tall.
All you had to do is ask.
We have very tall closets in our apartment.
Oh my god.
And
we do.
I'm not that tall.
I can reach into my closet and I fucking organize my ass.
This is admittedly very tall.
Well, Ben fucking cried and wanted the big room.
No, I got here first and claimed the big room.
Paid the
slow
fuck.
You also paid.
Oh fuck! I gotta do a death-defying car crash.
All right. Maybe you should have been driving to New York, not back from work.
Dude, blame Whitmer. Blame Whitmer, dude. That bitch wouldn't shut the fuck up.
Don't speak bad about big.
God,
but it was her fault.
Grudge.
If she stopped a minute earlier, I wouldn't have hit the semi-truck.
Well, the problem was your shitty fucking Republican bosses.
Hey,
dude,
don't
get some money out of it, please, dude. Look,
they gave me $1,000 for my car insurance.
Look,
it was nothing. Barely paid the destruction of the car.
Like, I don't know how much of your closet you use, but like I got like the 1 bar and then I got the 2nd bar, which is way up.
You
on
have
the
2
fucking
bars in your fucking closet?
Yes, and I need it because I have.
Do you have 2 bars?
2 bars?
Like 2 hanging rods.
Oh no. But my shelf is.
Yeah, I have a
very-
shelf.
Tell me you have that many shirts that need to be hung.
Yeah, Ben has way.
I do actually have a lot of dress shirts.
I
in my
have-
closet. And I have a suit in my closet.
Okay, I have
I've
like
never-
6
I have a bunch of
suits.
I don't wear
jackets.
any of that shit.
Okay, well, you have a fucking boozy ass job, mister. We're gonna have a job.
Really not. Sucks.
The
No,
first day I
let's go.
came back, Ben, Luke looked at me and went, "Dude, have you heard about Ben's new job? He dresses so fly now."
He
Dude,
does.
I came out of my room one day and Luke gassed me
Good
the
dresser.
fuck up, dude. I wasn't expecting.
Imagine me, Luke, coming
Like,
out in a suit.
damn. I wouldn't. I literally can't imagine that. I've never seen you in anything other than the exact outfit you're currently wearing.
Well,
It fits me.
look, I'll say this. Actually, dress pants, I think are comfortable.
No, yeah, they are. I love
seriously
dress
think-
pants.
like,
Dress pants are
I-
nice.
Dress pants, I do not have any more jeans anymore
I wore
because, frankly, dress pants feel like sweatpants, but they look really nice.
No, Ben kind of
Well,
let
they don't feel like
the
sweat
cat out of the
pants.
bag a little bit back in Michigan. I allegedly worked for a political party doing as their head video guy.
I
Now,
won't say which
I'm
one.
very
Let's
anti-government,
just say
by the way.
I worked for the losing team.
Let me just say, my favorite animal might have been an elephant. That's their logo, right?
Sure, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, right? Yeah.
I think that was
Democrats are the-
appropriately.
They gave me,
subtle.
dude. They gave me so much free, like super nice free merch,
I bet they did.
dude. They gave
They're
me
like, please wear this around.
I gave it to people. I
Please
know
be a
who are
youth.
part of it. Anyways,
in our party.
I wore a suit there for maybe 2 days, and then after that, I'm like, oh, I'll just fucking put it in my. I just kept it in my my giant fucking office,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I wore it maybe one other time because I fucking hate wearing suits, dude.
Really?
I love
I
wearing
despise-
suits.
I fucking hate
fun.
it. I'm constricted. I can't move. It's sweaty. You gotta pay
But
money.
you look
to go-
real
I
nice.
will admit, a dress shirt like buttoned up all the way.
I
don't
would wear
like-
like a dress shirt someday.
No, but I
I
mean-
wasn't going in there wearing a fucking wrestling shirt like I am now.
Sure.
Not towards the very end, when I knew I was the only one in the office. I had no video shoots that day, and I would sit there and leave at like 10 a.m. But
Mhm.
Yeah.
without telling anyone, they would never know. 'Cause I'm not good at my job. Hire me.
Well,
Hire him.
I mean, so I feel like my what I've been wearing the most at this job is I'm doing like the suit and the turtleneck,
Yeah, I've been
which is actually like really comfortable.
I would-
The most uncomfortable part of it is wearing dress shoes and like walking around for 8 hours.
That's
in
the one
them.
thing I wouldn't do. I would never wear dress shoes. I think your shoes are free reign to wear whatever you want. Cause that's at least a little bit part of you.
No,
Possibly,
dude.
I
You say
think
that, but I would wear-
He's actually kind of has a point. You can like with a suit, you can like almost always wear just like all white sneakers. Like that.
I don't know if that's true, man. I think if
I
you
would
were at a
wear-
formal
Okay,
event.
No, okay, yeah, formal event, yeah, but
I
like
would still wear. Like, I
in-
wear a nice suit, but I will wear whatever shoe. I have dress shoes. Don't get me wrong. I wore them when I came back to Michigan to go to a alleged funeral, but I still believe like if you wear a suit, you can wear whatever shoes you like. I would wear Vans whenever I would go, and I would always get compliments on the Vans.
people wear Vans where I'm working now, actually.
They're comfy. I love
Oh,
Vans.
okay.
Like I wouldn't
But
wear my Charlie Browns.
I will say also there's a difference between like you can get like a pair of like white sneakers that looks nice,
Mhm.
and you can get a pair of white sneakers that looks like they're like New Balance, you know?
Sure, yeah.
Like
That's how mine look. Yeah.
you can get
high performance running shoes.
like there's
I'll
like
always be able to
we
dart
used
from
to
the altar.
when I used to work at like a men's warehouse, we used to roast people all the time because like anyone who would come in wearing Jordans with a suit or like because that happened a lot.
That's cool
People
though.
would be like, I'm
if you
trying
can
to find a
afford a
suit that'll
suit.
go with my Jordans, and we always made fun of those people.
Why?
Always, because it looked.
It's
if you
a silly
if you
thing to
feel
want.
cool wearing it, cool. But
I feel cool wearing
I'm
my
just gonna be
Vans.
real with you. It looks
Vans
like
is
shit.
a suit
No,
is
Vans is
fucking-
different. Vans different. Vans
suit
look
is a
alright.
fucking
Vans
awesome.
are.
I love Vans.
Vans are simple.
I like
You know,
Vans.
like Vans.
I love 'em.
They're not.
They're
They're
my
not
favorite shoe
flashy.
company.
They're not.
They can be. The ones I wear are flashy.
Sure, but like.
They stand out. I stand
Bougie.
out. I am a bougie
But
boy.
I'm not gonna assume what Vans you would wear with a suit, but all I'll say is that just Jordans are like I just don't think they look good with suits.
But what
you
kind of
know?
shoes do you wear? Oh, you wear dress shoes.
I would normally wear dress shoes. I don't have.
But don't you get uncomfortable standing in them for so long?
Sure, but
I have that problem with Vans.
what I'll say is
Well,
that
okay, so it's Vans though. Your feet mold the Vans if you wear them long enough. We've been through this before.
any
Thing.
pair of shoes does that.
No, but
Shoes-
I
Vans
should have
fuck
to
up the back
adjust
of your
my
foot.
entire fucking
Oh
foot.
no, your feet mold. I remember when I started wearing Vans, I would come home from school and my fucking sock would be covered in blood
Oh fuck, it's
because
disgusting.
they cut off the back of your.
That's
I
not
went
what
from
happens
Nike to
with my
Vans,
dress shoes.
but now my feet are
damn.
perfectly molded. I get no blood now when I wear them. When I put on a fresh pair.
It's great.
Oh, it's great. I fucking love them, dude. They're
Jesus.
great skate shoes. I've been dabbling, considering to get Converse, but I don't know if I can.
The
You're gonna
for-
bleed the first couple of times.
I might. I don't know.
You might.
That's
you
why I
might.
haven't got them yet.
I'll say this: the trade-off for wearing dress shoes and
There
enduring
might
the
be blood.
pain is that you just, if you have the right pair of dress shoes, it feels awesome.
No, I
And
love
the
my
key
dress shoes.
is,
They are nice shoes.
you need to get a loud ass pair of dress shoes.
like
and
tap shoes.
I don't. Yeah, I'm talking about noise. I'm talking about like shoes.
You know,
Like,
I
have a-
honestly do agree with you.
I have a pair that is
galloping?
obnoxiously loud, and I fucking love wearing those things. We have like there's like the most amazing experience I've honestly had in New York so far is
So
like
your shoes are
walking down Fifth Avenue in a suit, wearing the loudest ass dress shoes, walking past like some dumbass tourists.
You think you're
Like,
going
move
to
out of the
Wall
way,
Street,
bitch.
they
Say-
turn into the suit
Let me
store.
go to my. Let me go to my.
Let me go to my Wall Street
Walk
job.
down
Let
my
uh,
high-paying, 110K a year.
They're
me
like-
go to my
job.
high paying $1
Psych.
over minimum wage.
Psych! I'm
Oh,
just
man.
going to my $18 an
That guy's
hour.
probably
You're
walking-
getting 18 there?
Yeah.
That guy's probably walking from his penthouse apartment down
If
to
I
the
apply to this
financial
current job.
district.
I'll make more than you.
You
Like,
can't wear your Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought you were gonna.
No, I would
Sorry.
never.
I thought
we've
I
been
was-
through this
thought I was that
before. My
important.
problem right now, which is why I haven't worked retail yet, is I don't know if I could go back to wearing a uniform.
That's fair.
All right.
I did it for there. I worked at the Lego store for a hot minute back in Michigan, like a year and a half ago now.
Mm-hmm.
You had to wear like khakis and a black like button up, which was fine. And you know what? My boss even gave me a custom one because I complained about it so much. But I just don't know if I could go back to that.
I get it. I mean, actually. So
'Cause I have cool shirts. I like showing them off.
Yeah, right.
This is I wear rare wrestling shirts.
That's why you just gotta work for a wrestling company, man. I mean, you got all the right shirts.
I've
for
been
it.
trying to. I've been
Um,
considering reaching out, but let me tell you,
I
I haven't got the
mean,
energy.
I'll say this.
I'm
I
trying
mean,
to sleep.
I definitely agree about the uniform. Like, like, as long as I have control over what I can wear, I'm cool.
Mm.
I told you guys I worked on a boat for one day.
No, I could never do that. I'm
That
fucking.
I had to
I'm
wear-
blown away. You could be able to do that.
Frankly,
I would fucking be.
I would
vomiting
wear a
all over the ship
uniform
deck.
if it was cool.
The poop
If
deck.
it was, if the uniform was like,
I'd be the vomit
if
deck
it
after
if
me.
it was an actual uniform, I'd be like, sure, I'll put in the effort. You know.
Yeah, if you're dressing up like a little
But
skipper board
the
from
problem
the
is
1980s.
the problem was that the uniform was like this dumbass blue polo
Yeah, that
and
makes
just
sense.
khakis. I was like, I don't know fucking wear
Dude, have
that.
you heard of jobs that make you pay for your uniform? That's fucking wild to me.
I would never do that.
No, I would
never-
fucking walk out the day.
I'd walk out. Yeah.
I just think like
No
Burger
way,
King does that.
bitch.
No way, get the fuck out of here. I'm wearing my CM Punk shirt. Straight edge for life, baby.
Yeah.
All right. Scenario. Ben, you're Israel. Pete,
What's with you?
you're Gaza.
Wherever
He
that
wants
great,
to address.
I'll be
this.
We're having a
Palestine.
great
Wait,
conversation.
We're-
Did you
we're-
say he's God?
He's
I'm
Gaza. You're you're Hamas.
Luke, we're trying to put out an
I'm
episode.
I'm
You're
Palestine.
shit. People
We're
on the
Let's
podcast-
talk this out.
Luke,
I
I
don't
gotta
wanna
say,
do
this
these
is a
bits.
rare
We're
occurrence.
having a great
This
conversation.
is a rare occurrence where Pete and I are having a really good,
I'm
genuine
sorry.
conversation
I was
about work
making a
here.
joke.
Hey, Luke, no more Bacardi for you.
I'm
Go get an angry
sorry.
orchard.
I'm so
Go get an angry
sorry.
orchard.
I
I'm being
drank.
serious.
I drank the last one. I'm sorry.
Go look and see if there's more.
There
It
would
might
have been
be-
another
I
one,
don't
but
think
you
so,
stole
man.
one of mine last night. You didn't steal it.
Well, because you didn't buy what I told you to buy. I told
That's
you I'm taking it as
actually
collateral.
really not that great of a reason, but
How's it not? You had, Ben, I walked to the movie theater last night to go see Saw X, and
All
I,
right,
gave, you,
all
I
right.
gave you money, which you haven't given back.
no, I didn't take it in the first place. Also, you were the one who was out. Why didn't you just buy the
Because I didn't know
Bacardi?
if they'd be open after I
Okay,
got out of the movie.
check.
We had this conversation. I was walking. I'm like, hey, can you go pick this up for me? I'll give you the money and everything. You can have some of it. because it's a communal drink.
What's going on, man?
But I don't know if they'll be open
I
when
just
I get
wanted to
outside.
talk about Israel and Palestine.
I want to talk about my uniform statement, but fucking Luke now fucking wearing no fucking socks or shoes, bare grippers out. Goes, hey guys, I don't remember if you know I brought this up
Put 'em
earlier
up
in the
for the
podcast,
camera.
but can we please talk about one of the scariest conflicts in the world?
I was just
JK. No, I'm
Just
kidding.
curious.
I was just
It's a scary thing.
joking.
It's just a bit.
Well, what's
guys.
your okay? What do you want to talk about, Luke?
I don't know. I don't know.
Your
I
fucking
fucking
music? Luke, you know what you got? Talk about your music.
What music?
Exactly. So, my statement, I just
Actually,
can't.
Ben
No,
could
no,
talk
I'm not
about
done with
music.
I was having a great conversation, and you know,
All right, we can keep
for
talking.
once,
We
I
can
wasn't
do-
the
we can-
racist guy or the offensive guy. And
For
it felt-
once, Luke and I were the
for
racist
once,
guy.
Luke was the actual guy. And you know, I felt really great. But I
no,
was just
no, no.
injecting a little levity.
Luke just, it's all right.
I
It's
know,
all right,
Luke, we had
Luke.
this conversation.
You
tell
can't
me-
relate because you never had to wear a uniform.
I know,
No,
straight up.
no,
Luke,
no.
Actually,
Luke was telling me to work at the bar back. I'm like, Luke, I don't know if I could work at a
I
restaurant.
would work at a bar back. Actually, did you
I
know,
would too,
A
it's
while
fun,
ago,
man.
a while ago,
I would too. I could never do any other job there though.
I applied for a bar back
Sure.
job in
Yeah.
Astoria somewhere, and
Oh sure.
I checked my Indeed page like a month later, and they had actually messaged me like a month ago.
Oh shit.
I was like, oh, that's cool.
Send them my
Too
info,
bad,
dude.
yeah.
I'll probably forget to
Too bad
message
they're
them.
probably no
fuck.
longer
No,
hiring.
I've been there before, dude. Sucks.
it's
Indeed
Hey,
sucks.
as
pretty
long as
fine.
it pays well.
No, I'm saying like when you miss like the.
Oh, sure, yeah. They don't do a good job of notifying you.
No, they don't. I fucking hate Indeed. If you run Indeed, I'm gonna shake my finger at you.
I'm
Indeed,
gonna
my
go.
least favorite social
It
media.
is
Nuh-uh.
because like you have to pay. You get so many sponsored posts and job. Wait, no, LinkedIn.
That's that.
I hate
No,
LinkedIn.
LinkedIn sucks.
LinkedIn. I like Indeed. I
So
don't like LinkedIn.
spammed.
I've been starting to use a
with
different
shit.
thing for film program stuff. I've had interviews. Are they gonna go anywhere? Nope.
Are you
But
gonna share what that's called with us, or is that a little secret?
it's a
For
secret for me. You should have been listening to my boys at the last meetup we went to when he gave me a big old hug.
This, sure.
You know, the backstage.
Oh, okay. I actually have a backstage, but I don't really use it that much.
Yeah, I started using it. It's not bad. I applied to one of those jobs you had where you I did this morning. Where like you go and you film this random fucking off Broadway.
Oh yeah, that yeah. Honestly,
It's not bad.
I feel like I've gotten work here just off Facebook, just
I tried the Facebook route.
guide.
I joined a couple editing ones, and I haven't like replied or put my stuff out there. But the people on there are so desperate.
That's
Where like
my
I can't
issue.
do
Yeah,
it.
And I'm like,
Backstage, I could like I have applied to stuff on there. Like there was like a couple like BTS behind the scenes like video. Cause like I know my place. I know I got to start at the bottom. You know, I just graduated college.
sure.
I do have a lot of experience. I helped run the government.
Yeah,
I would love to do BTS
I would love-
videos.
I think
I
it'd be
love
cool.
K-pop.
And they were like, I do too. You know, John.
Son of a gun over here.
Oh my God,
But
I couldn't help myself.
I know where I stand, and I would work at BTS. I would love to. I feel like I'm good at BTS. You know, we've been doing.
right. I feel like
We've
BTS is
added,
actually
we've done
fun.
those videos where it's like behind, where it's just us out in public, which we want to do more. I want to do more. I'm the one who edited most of them. I love editing. We're a great time.
Well, it's funny because like people always want BTS, but people don't want to pay for.
That's what I'm saying.
BTS,
Not
you
that,
know?
but
It's
I'm like,
like-
I don't know what you do with it. Also, like there's a person from our school who does a lot of BTS video stuff, and I always wonder. I'm like, what do they do with that footage and photos you take? Nothing against
Well,
her.
photos makes more sense. To
I don't get it.
because like photos you can at least distribute as like, oh hey, like
Hey,
if you want like
shares on
if you want social media content for your own
Yes.
personal page, that's actually pretty valuable. You know, it's like here, look, I
guess,
can make a
but-
post proving
There's a
that I
photo of
worked
me
on.
directing.
Yeah, right. Video again, it comes down to like photography versus film. It's
I
like
feel
you're
like if
you're
you
asking people
do-
for a time commitment.
I feel like if you do
whereas,
video BTS,
you know?
and then they don't pay to do editing for it, to edit like some kind of reel or like like a day out, like a little vlog type thing. Where it's like, why are you paying for video?
I
Which is
don't
why
know.
a couple of the jobs I applied to this morning, I'm like, you're paying me for video, but you're saying I don't have to edit it, which I'm like, what's the point?
Why are you here?
I don't
Why are you here? Why are
understand
filming
you.
me?
Well,
I'm
guys,
full of
one thing I did kind of want to talk about is what
we
we've
should
been
went to Israel.
is the conflict in Israel.
Another thing we had to
Well,
bring up
we've
later.
been watching the last 2 nights or 3 nights, late, like early in the
We
morning.
kind of brought it up earlier, but you can bring it back up.
Infomercials.
We've been watching a bunch of QVC,
You might see that video. Actually, you probably wouldn't have seen the video.
and we just shot a video, kind of.
Yeah, it's a video me and Ben
Having-
have been working on for a second.
This video, the video
Conceptualizing.
should come out before this podcast. Assuming
Will
we're gonna
it?
go
Yeah,
to the old.
probably. Yeah.
If we're gonna go to our old Saturday,
Well, when are we
sketch
gonna be putting up
Wednesday podcast,
Saturday?
We can do it. We're
Who's
doing
editing it?
It's Tuesday. I'll edit it.
Well, it's got to be a collab because Ben's got to do a CG on it. That's you want
On
to
what?
do CG? The background.
I can do CG.
You haven't heard
I'll
about
do
our
it.
idea, so
I'll
we
do
want
it.
to do
My
CG
plan was to
background.
make a
Like a CG house background?
Okay, gotcha.
But I was gonna
This is-
say we could do like if you want to do it, Luke. If you want to.
This is not an important discussion.
No,
on
it
the
is.
Podcast.
So with the audio, Luke, when you edit it, you have to do a double.
Yeah.
You have to double layer. I'll show you how to do the audio. You have to do some weird shit on this
Luke will
audio
figure
to
it
get the. I don't know if he will.
Well, I just
It's true, you're
we've been
stupid.
watching
I'm not gonna lie.
a lot of it, and that's like literally hours. We
Yeah,
have in the
it's
last
because of
we
Ben.
have
dude.
invested
He's-
a lot of
Ben,
hours
Ben
in-
loves watching it. He gets so excited.
Yeah, it's me. I'm the.
Yeah,
It's not me. I
I'm
did
the
that
guy
one.
who loves
Ben goes
watching.
absolutely nuts for it.
He wants the chocolate. on there.
It's just, in the QVC, which I mean, most people probably know what it is, but like, it's the shopping channel where it's a woman, middle-aged, comes out
Gay
with
man.
like. A lot of times, like stuff to sell to old people, usually either like toys
Yeah.
for grandchildren,
Paw Patrol.
or like jewelry for old people. And she's like, "Holy fuck, folks. Have we got a product for you today?"
The Paw Patrol blankie.
It's a
I love this movie. You know,
Listen,
I saw it with my grandkids.
is a great
You don't know
film.
what the fuck this is, but guess what? Your 4-year-old grandson knows exactly what this shit is, and he loves it.
And he jerks off to it every night.
And for
Oh.
only 40
Oh,
Sorry,
Jesus.
I
you know
I
what,
am-
Regarding
I-
Rebel for
I-
you, mister.
Grandson.
Yeah, sorry. That's actually really that was
No,
really,
I
that was
get you
actually
like
really
Sky.
that was really
Yeah,
uncalled for. I'm sorry.
Jeez.
I'm
That was kind of-
retracting that.
Guy went off.
Sorry.
I know.
I'm sorry.
I
My,
I feel like
that's
I'm like
my
the
bad.
least offensive on this podcast, which is like,
I'm sorry.
I don't see it first.
I totally just my mind
know where I
like
stand.
got rid of the 4-year-old part. It was just
Yeah,
like
you lost
kid.
control of
It
that.
was like
Well, I mean,
was
there's
like
people who like Paw
18-year-old,
Patrol
you know,
who are
I
like
was
18. I was telling
I'm
Luke
sorry.
they were doing like Paw
my
Patrol
bad, guys.
screenings at like 1 in the morning.
Sorry.
You know, people are be.
Your grandson can have sex with this toy.
They honestly, I mean, they could.
Yeah. I mean,
Anyway,
Watch a lot of
fucking-
QVC. I love it. It's a great channel. I would highly recommend it. You see a lot of goofy shit on there.
it's so
It's interesting. It's not like entertaining or like.
it's really weird. Like, it's one of those things where I imagine myself being in the room, and
It's
like
the perfect background show. I feel like if you're with a group of people and you're like having like a little party, like
it like hurts my brain to imagine like like being in the room when they're like,
While they're filming
holy moly, you gotta look at these fucking NFL scarecrows.
they didn't even have all the teams. They only had half the teams.
The NFL Scarecrows one is probably the worst one.
No,
That
the worst one was that fucking roast beef of the $190.
was 150.
That's so much money for a roast beef.
They sell all sorts of stuff.
You guys
and
were trying to say that's a great deal. I can't imagine it being a good deal.
Well, these fuckers, it's just like very hypnotic, and it's weird to
margarita.
also
You
further.
wanna go tonight? You fucking suck, dude.
It's harder to
$1
imagine the
margarita.
person watching it and
One to
engaging
actually?
with it
I will go actually.
on like a
Sorry.
serious level.
I need to go pay my.
tried to lean away from the microphone because I didn't want to like interrupt.
It's obviously we're having a different guy. I can look at the fucking. I have a perfect view of,
I'm like,
of our fucking
I'm
audio.
sorry.
computer.
All right. All right. Everyone, recalibrate. Let's clear the table.
Is your own
clear
Gandra?
clear the table of
conflict.
empty drinks.
So
How-
if
how-
I was Gaza, I would just start.
Where do you stand, Luke?
Who
do you stand
right
with?
In the middle.
Can't be saying that.
All right. So
There it is.
be clear. Let me be clear. They only had half of all the NFL teams available as scarecrows to purchase.
Oh yeah, on the
You didn't see what they had
They
after.
had scarecrows
They had, like,
dressed in
shitty shirts
NFL
after.
uniforms,
Yeah.
and they're like spending a full half hour selling
10
just
minutes.
like pretending that you're interested in that. It's like, how do you? It's actually genuinely impressive.
It is.
The
I
one
mean,
these
that
people
impressed
do.
me was like the chick was acting like she's a big NFL fan.
well,
Oh,
what's
it's
funny is
the
that
Vikings.
she was wearing a Minnesota
The
Vikings shirt
Vikings!
that she was wearing a Minnesota Vikings shirt that I think like 2 nights ago when we were watching, the guy was wearing that Minnesota Vikings shirt. That's probably just like a studio prop. Like they probably just have
sure.
a Minnesota Viking. They're probably
Oh, the guy
located
was the
in
TV, I
fucking
think.
like
He was
Anaheim,
doing TVs.
California. And
They're
like,
based in, I think either it's Florida or Vegas.
It's definitely not Minnesota. I can tell you that.
No,
much.
it's not Minnesota. I
They're
know
like,
that for sure.
fuck,
It's either
we got
Florida
the-
or Vegas.
We
from what
thrifted
I
this
remember.
fucking Minnesota Vikings T-shirt. Let's just act like we're in
Because there's
Minnesota.
I was telling you, the ex-wrestler that used to be on there that I'm a big fan of. He has a great YouTube channel, Maven. Come on the podcast. I'd love to talk to you. He did fight The Rock. But he worked at QVC for a while, and I can't remember, he either said that he was based in Florida or Vegas.
Well,
It's just
Not
impressive.
Minnesota. That's the point I'm getting at.
it's what I actually. Okay, so
Talk about the lights.
you'll know at this point, assuming we stick to our schedule, but we shot a fake infomercial today.
Yeah.
I'm already, as you can see, I'm dressed in the outfit still, so it's proof that we shot it.
it happened. We were all.
And I'll say, I mean, I'm assuming they got teleprompters, you know.
I don't know how. Yeah, like they
that
don't
was
skip
hard.
a fucking
No,
beat.
they don't have
hard.
teleprompters. They have the note card and they have the earpiece with their producer in the ear.
But that either way, I mean,
I
we
could do
basically
it.
had you know, you were on the couch,
Yeah.
like you know, you would
Yeah, I would
you
tell
would
you
shout at us, but
when you went off track. But
it was tough. Like you know,
let's
that-
together bitching too much. I could
no,
do
no,
that.
I'm just saying that
It's my damaged brain.
I'm saying that people, it's.
Just,
I'll admit.
True. I mean,
I'll admit, some people are better at selling on infomercials than others. You know,
Oh, sure.
I think that when we were watching Andrew Lessman, shout out Andrew Lessman, Choco Nouveau.
Dude, I would love
Choco Nouveau.
Please bring the
It's
chocolate on the
dope, dude.
podcast.
I'm honestly, man, if we can get Andrew Lessman on the podcast, that'd be so dope.
28th anniversary.
So dope. That's
It's the guy we,
guys-
like,
the
pretty
guy
much
we
wrote the
pretty much
sketch
wrote the
on.
sketch based off of.
Oh yeah.
Whose
Okay.
chocolate is more healthier than vegetables? And
Yeah, that
apples.
was such a dude.
That was great.
That was such a good
That
hook.
was the best infomercial I've ever watched in my life. I feel like I was.
So the point
So
was
describe it.
this guy was trying to sell us like healthy chocolate, but he had cue cards that were like, look how much more healthy this is compared to every single fruit and vegetable.
Yeah.
We're more than half healthy. Like,
Yeah, it was like less sugar
yeah,
content.
there's less sugar content in this
than an
chocolate
apple.
bar.
Yeah, the
Or
chart was
grape.
like,
Then, like, a
one
cucumber.
serving of my supplement has this much sugar, which is less sugar than grapes, apples, and
Which
peaches.
honestly is actually.
Which fruit it would make sense. Then he
Fruit is not that crazy.
Then took away the
there's
curve. Like,
supposed to be sugar
here's it
in
compared
fruit.
to every vegetable.
He said he had less sugar than cauliflower. What the fuck is in cauliflower besides air?
Yeah, like this guy was using charts to basically essentially say or send the message that, hey, if this supplement, this is better for you than fruits or vegetables.
What if instead of having a salad, you had chocolate?
Hey,
you
buddy,
fat ass.
put that broccoli away, like dickhead. You have to have my supplement that I got off
Right.
of QVC. I bought it at 2:30 in the morning for $97. And
Or like but the thing is, you pay $97 for like a 400 pack of them. You know.
yeah,
Like,
that's true.
How would that last in you?
I mean, if it's healthier than
400 pack?
vegetables, like 5 minutes.
Yeah. If you cut out all fruits and vegetables because they're
'Cause
just
Ben, you
full
eat-
of sugar.
Well, because Ben, you eat a lot of chocolate. I feel like you ate that fucking
Kind
marshmallow thing
of.
in like 2 days apparently.
Yeah, but I don't buy that much chocolate though. Like when I buy chocolate, I eat it really fast.
I
Don't get
can't
me wrong.
imagine doing that, dude. That's
But-
insane to me that people can do that.
But
eat chocolate?
When I do buy
In
chocolate,
2 days,
yes,
though,
I
like
eat
a
it
day?
back.
Oh,
I
sure.
bought a thing of.
Do you know how many like goodies I have in there that takes me like weeks to eat?
I know, because I
This guy
see them in
goes
there.
off.
I'm like, damn, I want to snack some of those.
It
And
takes
I'm
so
like,
I
I'm gonna
wouldn't even
respect
notice.
your stuff.
I've had those cereal bars in that fucking thing for probably since I moved in here.
No, dude, if I buy,
love 'em.
the problem is that I buy like one snack at a time, and so then
I buy
Yeah.
multiple.
I'm inevitably.
I buy it
I'm
because
gonna
I
be
wanna
like,
eat
all
all
right,
of them.
I'm gonna eat. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
right.
That's insane.
Box
But-
of fruit by the foot.
But I get it.
Not
you
even.
know?
Not even 5 hours.
Andrew
eating all
Lessman.
this.
That was the most intrigued I've been by an infomercial.
Okay.
Yeah,
This is-
I love the idea of somebody who takes Andrew Lessman's this magic supplement that's better for you than
Well,
asparagus,
yeah.
and then they go and they see somebody out at a restaurant eating like a salad
Yeah, and they're like,
and being like,
could it be me?
you know, that's fucking loaded with sugar, by the way.
So much more. That's
Yeah.
at least 0.3 grams more sugar than what.
I bet you
What I'm
don't
eating on a daily
know
basis.
how much sugar is in that lettuce.
Well, it's funny. Every other infomercial we watched, I generally feel like I'm sorry, I'm not trying to gas on Andrew Lessman here. I sounds like I am, but that was the most convincing infomercial I've ever seen. Because
bought it.
It was simple. It was one guy who invented the damn thing.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy was so passionate about what he made. And then you had just this random British dude who was like, sure, mate. It's dope.
That's very true. That's
Very true,
very
mate.
true, Andrew. So true.
and-
I would never eat a vegetable.
And, you look at the other infomercial. You look at take this Scarecrow infomercial we watched, for example. For context, this infomercial was the Scarecrow one was basically just like a middle-aged white girl and some old guy just being like, yeah, football. Like you.
Oh yeah,
thing
the
is,
big
on
game.
those ones, I know it's kind of subtle, but on those ones, you couldn't tell me. I couldn't tell you who invented the thing. Obviously, no one invented the thing.
NFL.
But with Andrew Lessman, I could tell you this guy invented the thing.
Well, so I
Yeah.
feel
And
like,
it just felt a little more genuine to me.
well, I
you
feel
know?
like back in the day,
I don't know.
it was like
He
when
probably
people would
takes it.
think
Maybe
of
I'm a fucking consumer monkey, but
when people would think of infomercials, they would be like, all right, it's either like jewelry,
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 like the
jewelry,
yeah, you got it.
library. Anyways,
Library.
I think people would either think of that or it would be like concoctions, like medical concoctions,
Sure, pills.
So
yeah,
Andrew
yeah.
Letterman was like a throwback. Like
Yep,
I've
Letterman.
been watching it since him, trying to find another one like him.
And no
There's
one
not
does it.
been-
No one doesn't
yeah,
like him.
The closest we found was like people selling food stuff, like weird foods.
Yeah, but I mean, food
Well,
is
it's nothing like that though. By my genetic.
Yeah, the
things
closest
we
one I'll
grow.
say, I think the closest one was we
not
watched
cake.
this one where it was like 3 old guys.
Oh, I love that. I love that one.
They were in
doing-
like they were in like a
They had
fake
a smoker.
backyard
Yeah, they
with
had
a
a
little
smoker.
portable smoker, and they were just cooking up beef.
yeah, beef
And it was
pizzas and
dope.
stuff.
It just
was
felt
fucking
like
awesome.
a night out with the boys.
You got
You're
your
like-
brothers over for the big
Yeah,
game.
no, it was good.
What are you serving
They're
them?
all
You
wearing.
gonna
full-
order pizza?
They're all wearing the Minnesota Vikings shirts.
Yeah, one guy had the Minnesota Vikings T-shirt on. It was dope.
You can drop $30-$40 getting pizza delivered to your house, but why wouldn't you just smoke some delicious
pay
meats right here
500
in your
bucks
back
for
fucking
this.
yard?
Dude, I would love to have a smoker in here. Can we get one?
Yes,
so.
I don't think
We
so.
have the deck.
Because sure, we could put on the
So
fire
put
escape.
on a fire escape. To put an absolute fire hazard
Yeah,
on the fire
the guy
escape.
above us thinks that the fucking apartment's on fire, but it's actually just because we're smoking up a storm outside
Well,
of
they're
the fire
banging all the
escape.
time above us. So.
Well, they fucking. So let's just smoke them out, bro. I'm gonna start
Smoke 'em
smoking
out.
cigarettes.
We could.
Maybe next time if
Start
I
smoking
ever,
ciggies, I'll get a cat, dude.
if I ever hear the neighbors fucking again, I'm gonna start smoking on the fire escape. Mark my words.
Have you actually heard them having?
He said that. I've never heard it once.
No, I was saying that my neighbor's in Detroit.
Oh,
He's talking-
Detroit. I started talking about here.
Yes, I said
Yeah,
Detroit
yeah,
like
yeah.
3
Well,
times earlier
you
today.
caught the guy. You caught your like a guy across from you masturbating multiple times. So
Across
Oh.
from here?
Dude.
No, from
No,
Detroit.
um,
I've seen a guy across
was a
from me in his underwear standing outside
different
looking
guy.
around.
I
Another
would do
thing
that
from
shit.
Europe.
No, that's fine.
People
I
probably
haven't
seen
seen
me.
that still.
Another thing from Europe. When I was in Venice, like the last 2 days I
Mm.
was there, and we had an insane fucking rooftop deck at the Airbnb we stayed at there. It was actually probably the most mind-boggling like deck ever. Anyways,
Shit.
besides the point. We were like heading back in, and I was just looking around. In Italy, a lot of people keep their windows like wide open until nighttime, and then they close their like whatever the like the window doors.
Mhm.
There's a word for that, but I can't remember.
Windows.
Windoors.
Window door?
Windoors. That's it.
Continue.
So
The patio door?
I looked in and just saw this. I looked like 3 buildings away. See a perfectly framed. This is like a painting, basically, of an old man, butt naked. His ass is facing me,
Oh,
and he's
shit.
ironing his clothes.
Hell yeah, man.
And-
Blinds all the way
And
up.
I'm there with my family. I jokingly say to my family, like, "Oh, like there's a naked guy ironing his clothes," and then people just my family's like, and then everyone walks inside, and then like 2 hours later,
Still
we're like an
going at it.
Italian restaurant. We're all like drunk as shit. I'm like, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. When I said 2 hours ago there was a drunk guy ironing there was a naked guy ironing his clothes, I was being serious, and none of you listened to me.
Y'all thought I was
There was
capping.
dead as a guy. His butt was just bare. He bared his butt to me.
So you're gonna say he
covered
like
towards
walked
me.
in the restaurant or something?
I wish I could
He was
have.
fucking
I mean,
naked, too.
it was hilarious. I mean, it was just
Still
like
ironing?
I think I love the
Holy shit.
that he's just like,
He's
yeah,
just
my
like that.
windows are open and I'm facing my ass out.
I mean, you could do that here if you wanted to.
Sure, I do that.
When
all
I
I
Looking at the school across from
technically
us.
do that. I mean, I
Looking at kids?
no, we don't face the
Jesus,
school.
man.
Do we not?
I have no.
Where do we
The
face?
school's that way.
School's over there.
My window's that way. I have
Interesting.
had my windows wide open.
Hmm.
And I've gone butt naked and looked at the neighbors across the street.
Yeah.
Been like, yep, I'm naked.
Yeah, there's
Do you have a window?
no
in
way
your
to
room?
avoid it. Yeah, it just goes out into the
Yeah,
like that
actually,
window.
Luke's got it worse because he sees people in our building.
Yeah, they're like when I look out the window, if I make eye contact with someone, it's someone.
see Jesse?
Like, it's like straight across.
You see Jesse?
Jesse?
Who's Jesse?
It's
The
Jesse.
name I made up.
Yeah, oh, no. I probably
It's this
have.
guy.
But yeah, like
Dwayne Johnson.
anyone I see through my window, they're like near me. They're like pretty close. Like
How does that make you? Do you get claustrophobic in your room?
no,
Interesting.
I don't think I've ever felt claustrophobic.
I haven't either, but I feel like if I had your room, with all my my goodies in there, I don't know if I could.
I mean, I don't do anything in my room except sleep and get changed.
I don't do
So-
anything. I'm gonna make up sleep
The
and
piano.
beef my.
That's true. I did
Dick.
play my instruments, but it's no. And but when I was in that room before you got here,
You were in my room.
yeah,
Yeah, he lived in your room for like 2 months.
I know. I saw saw a current bathroom table in there as I would do work before I quit my last job. I would have to
Yeah.
edit videos on that fucking bathroom table.
Oh yeah, I fucking I would get naked to get.
I got naked in
changed,
your room.
and I mean,
I have in Luke's room. Don't worry.
and and,
Sure, fair.
I just
Fair
walked in
enough.
there and I
and
had
you
my
thought I
balls
wasn't there. You thought I wasn't in the closet.
out. Go for it, dude. I got nothing to hide.
And well, anyway, there's people straight across from there. This is like a new thing that I've never really experienced because Detroit's a city and I had windows and neighbors and all that,
Yeah.
but it's not as like nearly densely populated.
No.
It's not like every building around us is an apartment complex, so there's constantly people
Yeah.
who are
No, it's
pretty
not.
consistently walking.
The one
Yeah.
next to us.
There's
complex.
the buildings by us
To
are.
buildings straight
I know, but
across. from
there's-
both
Oh,
Yeah.
I said like next to us. I'm like
The majority of buildings by us are
that
apartment
we can see
complexes.
from our window.
Yes.
Okay.
And
Make it
so
clear for the viewer to find
people seeing me through my window pretty much at any time. Somebody could look through my window. And
Do you guys have your blinds up?
Well,
Sometimes.
When
That's
I want
wild.
to
Your
not all
guys,
the time.
my window can't do that.
You can't pull your blinds up?
No, I can't open
I
them.
definitely pulled the blinds up.
I want to.
You can.
When I
You
was
just
in
put your
there.
desk.
No, I can get to those spots, but just like I won't.
Oh, okay. I don't know why that is. We definitely were able to open
My
the
window
can
can't
you?
do that because
I
I
tried
don't.
twisting
I don't
it,
feel
and
like
it doesn't twist it at all. Cause I would love to have more light in my room, but it knows where I stand. So.
Yeah. But having to adjust the blinds anytime I'm entertaining a guest or myself.
What guests do you have in your room?
His dick.
Yeah, my penis.
What I was gonna say.
I'm saying that if I'm
have a
like
pile of
gonna
clothes
jack off,
In your room?
Might as well
Not
do it
here.
in style.
you
While
have
I'm
to
awake?
close the
I
blinds
I hope
first.
you don't
We've
do
talked
that.
about this, guys. We exclusively play musical chairs when we jack off.
I hope you don't do that while I'm in
Do
your
a Chinese fire drill and all fucking.
All right, everybody, switch one room over and jack
All
off.
I would never do
When the
that.
buzzer goes
in my
off, we all
apartment.
have to switch, and we have to watch what the other person was watching.
No, I don't want that. I don't watch stuff. I go
What
on.
the fuck?
I go on Omegle.
This guy was just playing Overwatch.
This guy's in the middle of a CS:GO competitive game.
This guy's in the middle of a ranked game. Come
Guy's
on.
in the middle of ranked CS:GO game.
Son of a bitch.
Oh man.
He
One-handed.
doesn't even have fucking.
This guy's good.
Guy doesn't have any skins on his gun.
I'm about to fuck up this guy's MR. Fucking,
back. I
or
played
whatever it's
CS:GO.
called.
CS:GO 2 came out. I played it for a couple weeks.
That's right.
A little demon
That's
came
the
out when I
big,
was playing that. Dude, even Overwatch. Dude, I was playing competitive Overwatch. This guy messaged like the group and like the team chat or whatever for like our team, and he was like, "Hey guys, let's all put on our Halloween skins." And I instantly joined the voice chat, and I went, "I'm gonna fucking kill you for bringing that shit up again. I'm Jewish." And he went, "Dude, okay, I was fucking kidding, and really the way you just came up to that and being so hostile," I'm like, "What? I'm being hostile?" And we went on for like 5 minutes.
I'm
And
sorry.
You
I think
single-handedly started the
I actually
conflict
have
in the
to
Middle
agree
East.
with him on this one.
Why?
Why did you say that?
I don't have a Halloween skin.
What felt? All right, get your fucking
Don't
default
tell me what to wear.
tracer skin. That's a
No, I'm
Halloween
wearing my
skin.
Cat Diva outfit.
I know tons of bitches gonna go as default tracer for Halloween.
But anyways,
You did just come at him for literally no reason.
I mean, I made him allegedly dox a guy.
Use your modded naked
Oh,
diva
fuck.
skin.
Should I bring that up? Would that be cool if I brought it up?
I'm not
Allegedly, I found a guy's address.
But one of our 300 subscribers.
So
just
allegedly,
consider
a guy
the
on my
audience is
Overwatch
getting
team
bigger.
may have sent a guy a free pizza.
Oh yeah, right.
That's a very funny
I
one.
did that.
I didn't do that though. I was just passively in that lobby.
Mm.
I was like, maybe you shouldn't do that, but he was like, already sent. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, P was the.
We went to New York
he was
Comic-Con
the
this
angel
week.
on the shoulder.
I was Angel. We went to New York Comic Con this week, allegedly. We went to New York Comic Con this week. I was the mastermind. Anyway, I didn't send the pizza. That was my idea.
Peter's your angel. You're fucked, man.
Am I?
God
Luke,
damn,
we went
who's
to
the
Margaritaville,
devil?
and he looked at me like, wow, Peter, I never thought you were so nice to your friends.
What'd you do? What? Oh right.
We won't bring it up. We won't bring it up. We won't bring. I'll tell you after.
Oh right. Yeah.
He was nice enough to jerk off.
He was telling me.
friend.
his
No, don't
story
tell him. Don't tell him that.
of-
Don't.
I'm
This
not
is
telling him
behind the
the
scenes stuff.
specifics, but I'm just saying he was telling me. He was like, I did this really nice about this like really nice expensive thing that he did for a friend, and I was like, I literally just don't know if I've ever considered you an extremely generous person.
I'm a generous guy. I feel like I'm very generous
Alright,
when it
yeah.
comes to people. I would love to help people out. You know, other people, Ben might have experienced. I feel like I'm a generous guy. I bought your guys a drink last week.
What?
Oh, he did. Yeah, at the end of the night.
I paid
Remember.
for everyone's drink.
Where?
At the CC at the alumni event. At the end of the night.
I'm a nice guy. You know, people
did
might
do
not
that.
think I'm a very nice guy.
I was drunk.
I know. People don't remember the nice stuff I do. They think I'm a heinous little man, which I am at times, but I'm also a very nice guy. Anyway, you went to New York Comic Con this week. How was New York Comic Con? How was New York Comic Con, Ben? Your first Comic Con.
It was not my first, but
You've been many times.
it It was good. It was fun. It was. It smelled. It was.
Did it smell? I feel like it smelled way better than I was expecting.
It smelled like BO several times.
I had it when we were eating Dip Dots. That was the only time I'm like, whoa.
There was at least 3 moments where I was like, God damn, this shit stinks.
Was one of them the Dip Dots moment?
Sure, probably.
We were standing in front. We got
count.
Dip Dots, and we were like, oh my god, the guy in front of us smokes.
At least the Dippin' Dots, I could be like, oh, let me just put my nose in the Dippin' Dots and I can smell Dippin' Dots.
Spill it all over the floor.
But there was other times where I was just like, God damn, I'm surrounded by guys who stink.
I love New York Comic Con.
It was fun. Don't get me wrong.
I want to go
great.
back.
It was awesome.
There is another con there for Anime Expo. Now I don't really like anime.
I wouldn't go to that one.
But I love the environment and like, I don't know, it's a fun time. We went on probably the best day.
It was cool.
I can't imagine going to that place on Saturday, which I would have done to meet my boy Brian O'Malley. And I almost spent $300 to get.
Brian O'Malley, who is that?
He's the creator of Scott Pilgrim.
That's right.
I meet that man, dude,
I actually enjoyed.
Give him the biggest kiss on the forehead.
I bought a Cowboy Bebop T-shirt there.
I saw you wearing it yesterday. It was a nice shirt.
It's really small. I had.
You always gotta go a size up.
I can definitely pull it off if I wear either something over it, like a.
You were wearing a jacket over it.
Or I was wearing a unbuttoned T-shirt over it, or an unbuttoned button-up T-shirt. I could also. I think if I had like some like. I don't have any, but if I had like some baggy. Like either
pants?
Cargos or jeans, I'd wear it with that because like.
Did you buy only one shirt from him?
Yeah.
I thought you wanted the Trigun shirt too.
No, the Trigun one wasn't that cool. If they had a better
Trigun's like
Trigun
a weird
shirt.
property where like I don't know, like I love Trigun also. I feel like me and you, like Trigun's interesting.
It's cool. It's probably one of my favorite
cool.
TV shows
You know
of all
Trigun?
time, actually.
I'm aware of it. I've never seen that.
People don't talk about it as much as they probably should be able to talk about. But I can't imagine doing Trigun merch. If that makes sense.
I don't really care. Like I
Isn't
don't
it a
want
mech show?
Trigun. No, it's
not at all. It's like a space western
Yeah,
show.
it's a space western.
Yeah, then I don't know anything about
It's
it.
kind of
It's not
similar
a
to
mech show.
It's
I
like
know
if
I mostly
Cowboy
only watch
Bebop.
mech shows, but
If Cowboy Bebop was funnier, it'd be Trigun.
Oh, okay.
it's a good show. I haven't watched the newer stuff yet, but
The original's fucking hilarious.
I love
think
the
the
original.
original is probably like one of, in my opinion, like one of the like TV shows that makes me smile the most.
the best one is
Pete loves Ava. I
fucking-
love Ava
dude,
too.
I
also love it.
I think Ava's
I don't
great.
think the only times I ever cried during a show was the series finale to The Office.
Is that true?
I fucking bawled when Michael Scott
Really?
showed up. When Michael Scott showed
Wow.
up, I was fucking bawling my
I
eyes
literally
out.
would never
I
expect
was-
that from you.
I was fucking bawling my eyes out. No fucking way show up to Dwight's wedding. I'm
Come
like,
on.
oh my god, no way.
His bestest mensch?
Honestly,
Dude.
I've not watched The Office in the whole, but I like know how it ends.
I was crying, dude.
I'd probably cry. If
I was fucking.
On that-
I was
that
also
ending.
like. I remember at the time I watched it in high school. I was very sleep deprived because we were having like our senior finals.
I think the episode where he leaves is so much sadder than the finale.
Sure, I'm sure that's also sad. I'm just
Evangelion.
how I know it
getting
ends.
at,
I'd cry.
it's Evangelion. I fucking cried. You guys know.
At the end of the show?
So many times during it. Evangelion is the perfect trilogy of films.
Oh, you're talking about the new ones?
That and just even the show. I think it's the perfect thing
I love the show.
ever created. I love the new films. Those
I
are
like the
probably-
new films.
That's easily my favorite animated film thing, and probably my third favorite film of all
Nope,
time.
Rango.
Nope. Well, I haven't seen Rango all the way through, so I don't know.
What?
Rango.
I've seen Rango like 8 times.
I know we've talked about this on the
I
podcast.
love Rango.
I've never seen Rango all the way through.
The only TV show I've ever actually the TV show I cried the most at is Deep Space Nine.
Hell yeah.
It's fucking wild.
That's a
Have you watched Battlestar yet?
no.
You should watch Battlestar. I watched Battlestar 2 years ago for the first. I finished it for the first time, like all the way through. That's good. You would like it a lot
Probably.
as a
Probably
massive
would.
Star Trek fan.
I don't know if I can't even think of a show genuinely.
You watch
that
probably
made
the
me
most shows of
cry.
anyone, I feel like.
Come on.
Out of
At
us?
30 Rock.
I mean, can I?
I watched
We've been
30
super-
Rock.
It's
and
so hard for me to watch a
Seinfeld.
TV show. Ben
I
don't
watched
think
The Sopranos. I'm
watches a
watching
lot
The
of TV
Sopranos
shows.
right now.
I will watch.
We
some
watched
TV shows.
Succession.
You both?
We did.
We watched it. We watched every episode together.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
The last show I watched was Ahsoka, and before that was probably like... I couldn't even tell you.
I think Succession was
What were the
last
last... like, Bad Batch season 2?
Oh, I watched like the last show I think I finished was like Ted Lasso.
I'm currently watching The
Yeah.
Sopranos.
How far are you into it?
Like episode 7.
I have seen The Sopranos. I think all the way through. I
It
believe
is
I did. Or I've
great.
seen most of it. It's a
It
good
is
show.
so good.
You gonna watch The Wire after? I watched The Wire. That's pretty good.
I don't know if I'll get around to The Wire, but The
That's good.
Sopranos, like
Watched it when I was in, like, high
after
school.
like each episode, I'm like, damn, that was like a good
It's a good show.
like film. That like each one.
I feel like if you like
Is
Sopranos, I never finished it. I watched the first 4 seasons that was coming out was Mad Men. That's kind of the same.
Oh, Mad Men, yeah.
They shot it right next to us.
At Kaufman?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
They shot Sopranos.
We just doxed ourselves.
In
They
Sesame
shot
Street.
Sopranos. They shot Sopranos at
They don't know which side of the Kaufman studio we are at.
Silver
We're
Cup.
a couple streets
There's
away.
another studio right by us called Silver Cup.
Wait,
Studios.
really?
Yeah.
You look for jobs there.
They
got
shot
Kaufman.
Sopranos.
Only thing I popped was fucking Sesame Street internship.
I think Silver
I
Cup
want
actually
to
honestly has
so
more
bad.
Well,
notable.
you only got. This is the last time to apply for an internship. So
Fuck.
Silver Cup. They shot Sopranos at Silver Cup Studios, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, wow.
Which is right by us.
Okay. Well, I mean, the show is largely outdoors.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I
the
think like
outside is
I
house,
think
though.
the house might have been at
Oh,
Silver
okay.
Cup, I'd bet, or at least maybe
how big is
some-
Silver Cuts?
Silver Cup. I don't know,
I mean,
probably
it's a
as
studio,
big as
it's probably
Kaufman.
Big.
Kaufman's here isn't that big.
Kaufman's fucking huge.
It's like a block.
That's
I mean,
huge.
they have
Is it?
they have like at least 5 or 6 big studios in Kaufman. I know.
Yeah, man.
That's wild.
It's big.
Did you shoot porn there?
No,
Dude, I
don't
would
think
love to
so.
work on a
If
porn
you rent
set.
the studio, then certainly.
Would you work on a porn set?
If it pays, yeah.
I would be. I've done something. Like, I'm not a
Yeah.
I'm not a big porn guy,
Yeah,
but like I would just.
would.
So okay.
Probably
I think I
not.
brought this up before. It was as it was between you guys. Experiences.
Yeah.
I almost died earlier this year.
Yeah.
Did I? I don't know, but I like to tell people that because I feel like it adds to the stakes. But I'm like, ever since then, which is why I'm out here partially right now, is also a promise I made to Ben when we were very drunk shooting his film.
What is it? I'm
don't
so
know if you
curious
remember
what
that.
this has to do with shooting porno.
No, that's what I'm getting at. Is where I'm like,
He's working his way up.
yeah, I'm working my way up. I gotta tease it a little bit. I'm all about it. This year. I've done so many more experiences in my life
Mm.
than any year before. I'm younger than you, as you might know,
I know.
and I'm a year older than you, as you might know.
I forgot that actually.
How old do you think I am?
I don't know. I'm 25.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm younger than that.
You're old, man.
How old are you?
You're
I'm
ancient.
24.
That's 1 year younger than
Mm.
25.
What's
How
your
old are you?
birthday?
June.
23.
June
July.
4th.
Okay. Anyways, you were saying.
You can look at my brick at Tiger Stadium, and I'll tell you the wrong birthday. Hey, if anyone sees my brick at Tiger Stadium, I will give you $25 on Venmo.
To deface that shit.
To fucking poop on it.
Correct it.
Yeah, you could. Well, so apparently, so I'll get back to the point again. But I have a brick at Tiger Stadium, and it has my wrong
American
birthday because I was born early.
Ah.
No, we're not done yet. Get the fuck out of here.
Just want to know what it sounded like.
That was
Didn't make
nightmare
it-
for the ears.
Yeah, Luke's gonna have a great time editing this. Or Ben, well,
Editing.
you edit it now,
What
do
do you
you?
mean we editing? We just fucking drop it in Premiere and upload it.
No, you make
It's
backgrounds.
Yeah, but you're fucked if you think I fucking listened through the entire thing.
I want Luke to go back to editing. 'Cause he makes supercuts. And he loves
Anyways,
making supercars.
Pete, you've been dragging this on for a
Oh.
quad second now.
What was I saying?
You were talking about making porn.
Oh, so anyways, I'm getting to the point where I'm at. This year I've done more experience. I've been actively trying to get experiences done in my life. I saw the first episode of a wrestling series. I went to Vegas because of my grateful friend Ben. I've done a bunch of stuff, even more between those. But point I'm getting at, I'd be interested to see how a porn set works that's like a PA or something.
Surely you can imagine it.
I don't know. It just seems interesting. Like, do people get hard during it? Do you like they blow the
People,
crew?
like the people on the crew?
Because they have to have a massive crew.
Yeah, I'm sure some people
It
get
sounds so
hard
interesting.
watching sex.
I don't know. Like, imagine like years from now, you have kids, and you're like, I worked on a porn set. I worked on a major motion picture.
Probably wouldn't tell them that.
I would. That's interesting.
Sit down on Papa's
Sit
lap.
down.
This is my
Papa's
favorite
on
video I
Let
ever
me
worked
tell
on.
you about my experience in
I
the
don't know.
pornographic industry.
Life is all about experiences, and I'd
Sure,
love to do as many as possible. And
I agree. I mean,
I feel like porn is
yeah.
such an interesting thing. Like, I'm not a big porn fan, but like, what if?
I agree, but I just don't
You
feel
love
that way
porn,
about the
though.
porn industry. I feel that way about like
use it.
I feel that way about like working on the tarmac at an airport. Like I'm always every 6 months I'm like, what if
No, I wouldn't care
if I
about
worked
work.
on the tarmac at an airport?
I could. My dad tells me constantly I have an opportunity to work there. I could. See, that's the thing. There's stuff though I've been offered where I'm like, I'm not interested in my like.
Can I work on the tarmac? Can your dad hook me up with a job on the tarmac?
Yeah,
for,
you
like,
actually
a
want.
week?
You
I
actually
mean-
want to work. And you could quit after a week.
This
and
is
piss 'em off.
my idea of what being
Sure,
a
let me
PA on a porn site is. You carry all the heavy equipment to the whatever
It's
mansion.
interesting though.
You go, the porn stars probably show up. Maybe they have a fluffer.
I would love to
that
see a
gets
fluffer
them
work though.
Horny. What why do you need to see it? Like
There's this thing. It's.
you're like, oh.
Do you ever see something where I don't believe it unless
it's
I see it?
porn star.
I don't know, dude. I just want to experience it so much as I can in my life.
I want
right
to be
now.
on a porn set.
Kind of.
There's like 7 million more like things.
What
I
if
would
she falls in
wanna
love?
do
What?
before doing
Like
that.
what?
What if she
I
falls
don't know.
in
Be
love?
a PA on a feature film.
What if she falls in love?
Ben
with the
did that. It was
measly
fucking
PA?
bullshit.
I did it. It
That
also
was lit.
sucked.
But we've been in.
But I'm
I've
saying
never
like
PA'd in a feature
Yeah, but
film
you've been in
before.
credits.
for a director, work with a
How'd that make
director
you
that you really respect, or like
You haven't even seen the film yet.
watch your own film at a
great
film
film, though.
festival, or like
I loved your film.
try LSD. Like, I don't know. There's
I'd
like a
love
million,
to try LSD.
There's a million things
I was
that I
telling
would have on my
Camden
list
Crow,
before be a PA,
creator
on
of
a
Park
porn
Guard,
site.
back in the day, where one of my fall points for like an experimental project was
Turn these hoes into shorts.
my experience was I would take mushrooms or LSD and he would film me. I never got to that point, but I would love to film it at some point. I'd be interested.
I don't
Would you film me doing LSD?
know that filming you would help or be that interesting. I'm gonna be honest.
No, I would just like to see the progress.
Oh, like you would want it for your own sake.
Well, if it was cool, I would try making something out of it. I'm going like probably it would be unusable, but I'd be interested.
Yeah, like as
Have you done LSD?
Yeah, multiple times.
Where are the cops at right now?
Mm-hmm.
I'd be interested in trying it once.
Yeah, I mean that's the kind of thing that people
I would
are
like to do, at least in my life, LSD and mushrooms once.
Right. Well, that's the kind of thing that people say like that's a bucket list thing, as opposed to I want to be around on a porn set.
We're good, man. We're having a
That's
great
what I'm
time.
talking
We have to
about.
make up for 2 podcasts.
We should.
No,
start
we're having a good
wrapping
time.
it up,
No. I'm gonna keep talking. I'm having a great time.
Okay.
Cut this part out, man, when you edit it.
This
I
guy's
think-
not gonna cut it out.
No, I know, and I think
So-
it's interesting now.
Can your dad really get me a job on the airport
actually-
tarmac at like LaGuardia?
Yeah, do
Mm.
you actually want it?
Maybe, yeah.
This is an off podcast thing,
You
but
can still wear nice
I can-
suits.
Just think about
I don't
it.
know if it's a tarmac. But so my dad offered me, see, he could give me. I told him no because I would feel defeated if I took this job.
Can that be an air traffic controller?
Not air.
No.
So it's guiding the luggage.
That's a luggage traffic controller.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
I'll take that.
I told my dad. He offered me
how much
that,
does it
and I
pay?
went. Honestly,
It's
Probably a lot.
$22. I think it's
Y'all
22 or
lift
23.
heavy shit all
Give me that
day.
job. I'll
I
take
couldn't
it.
do it. I would feel so defeated taking that
Dude,
job.
you
don't
have
give
to
a
lift
shit,
so much
dude.
heavy shit.
No, you're
for
not doing that.
job.
You're
That job
doing the
sucks.
computer
You got a
stuff
little wiki
to make sure people. So like, say,
No,
so-
I'm saying
so
anybody
say-
who has
no,
to do that.
Luke, shut up. So Ben, this is what my dad told me. He offered me the job.
Jesus.
He was like, "Hey, so what I could give you is like, imagine someone." It seemed so fucking stressful, by the way. That's why another reason why I didn't take it. But he was like, imagine someone's flight gets canceled.
Our
Say they're
feet
going
keep
to
touching.
Detroit, but they have to take they have to actually go to Miami.
Sure.
So you have to send her stuff to Miami. I don't want to be responsible for that.
I don't care, man. I fucking.
I'll
I
reach out
actually
to my
like-
dad.
I like stressful jobs.
My dad has been trying to get my one
I understand
friend
that.
back in Detroit a super comfy job for like a year now. And let me tell you, he blows him off every time I give him his info.
Okay.
It's a good job.
So,
But also, you have a college degree in film, which I can't imagine going to work at an airport.
Dude,
I
don't
know what
think
you're
you
about to
understand.
say.
I don't care.
I know. That blows me away,
I need
though.
money, dude. I get it that you have. I need
can't.
money.
And I gotta do what you gotta do,
What I gotta
man.
do, man. I'll fucking.
I'd rather work in a bar than for the Republican Party if I'm like, you know.
But you were doing video.
I would work for the Republican
Yeah,
Party.
I'm
I don't
st-
care
I
what
still
the
have
fuck
video
I'm
That's what
doing.
I'm saying, though. If it's video, I don't give a shit. But
No, I'm saying I don't care the fuck I'm doing whether or not it's video or not. I just need fucking money, man. Goddamn.
You have money, though. You have a job.
Oh.
We need to afford
You have a nice
mic
job.
stands.
You can buy them right now. Buy them right now.
22 an hour? That'd be crazy. Goddamn.
I want to
Not
get
that
a
much more. I
decent
want to give you that
one.
much more money, honestly.
22 versus 18? I'd take it. Anyways.
Yeah,
Sorry, not
$4
important.
is crazy.
I'm not done yet.
I gotta pee.
You can go pee. I'll keep talking to Luke.
Okay. Whatever.
I'm having a good podcast right now.
Mm-hmm.
We're at like an hour and a half. But,
That's what I'm saying. Like, well, it's. I mean, this is kind of the
it's making out.
thing. It's like,
Are we two? That's fine. It's also only like 8 o'clock right now.
I know. Well, it's just. No, it's probably 9:30. If we've been doing this for 2 hours.
It's not 9:30.
If we've been doing this for 2 hours, it is 9:16.
9:30.
I'm
I'm having a good time talking to you guys, though. I feel
No,
like I don't
I
talk to
know,
you guys
but-
anymore.
what?
You guys sleep? You guys sleep so much?
What are you talking about? We
I
talk
come out-
every time I come home from work. we sit
When
and
you
chat.
you're in your fucking slut era.
What? I go on a few dates, man. I'm not
few
gonna do
dates.
it every night.
I
but
mean,
it's what do you mean?
it's a definition you
man?
brought on yourself, though.
We hung out for full day on. You and I went into the city to buy your Comic-Con thing, and
didn't have
then we
to
went to
come
the
this way.
bar, and then we went to the other bar.
That was a great time. I had a great time.
Yeah, no, I did too.
Maybe not want to get a job.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
A lot of money saved
Well, that's
up.
what I'm saying.
A lot of money saved
Talk
up
all
right
the fucking time.
now. I'd love to talk to you.
I don't. I literally talk to you more than I talk to anyone else.
Oh my god, really?
I
You
think
got to
so.
go to the Magic tournament. We could have won tonight.
Oh, I guess I talk to my coworkers probably as much. as
I'd
I
love to
talk
go to a Magic tournament with you, dude.
Sure. I
Look
mean, I
into
don't
it.
really have a deck that's good enough.
Well,
for
we
a
could do like
tournament, but
Commander.
go
And then that
play.
way, when they get, we'll do a
Yeah.
draft.
Yeah, we can do that.
Tell- I'm down. Yeah, go for it, dude. Drink
Well,
as much as you want. Just
what
don't. As long as you don't finish it by the end of the night, I'm happy. As long as I can come back to it in a week, and I'm like, oh, I can get drunk off of this still. Granted, when I poured my second drink, and I was like, man, we haven't even hit like past the label. I was like, all right. But I would love. I'm having a great time talking to you guys. I feel like I don't talk to you guys as much anymore. Which I know what you're
Like,
saying,
he's saying
but
that,
in
I'm like,
this
that's
kind
crazy.
I don't know, dude. I mean, okay.
You just spend too much time here by
I'm an
yourself.
only child, though.
Yeah, I guess that's true, but you know.
But yeah, also what you're saying, which is why, like, okay, viewers out there. Right now, I feel like you guys can call me out. Oh my God, straight Bacardi? It's wild. You work tomorrow?
Yeah.
What time?
Probably noon.
Do you work Thursday?
No.
You want to go to the film museum?
Maybe.
Maybe.
But I'll get into why later.
He does not want to.
He just doesn't.
I'm gonna get my own drink.
That's fine. Of what? I don't give you permission.
I'm not grabbing it.
There better be Red Bull in there.
Anyways. What is the longest podcast we've done?
Probably a movie podcast.
Remember not counting movie podcasts though.
Probably.
Because I feel like
about 2 hours, I'd imagine.
Okay, Luke and I did do a very long one.
I do remember it was about when you guys first got your jobs out here.
Yeah, I think Luke and I did like.
I didn't watch it, but I looked at the thumbnail. I want to watch that because they're my buddies.
I hit almost 2 hours.
Let me tell you, did I watch it? That all Bacardi?
Oh, it's water.
I'm making sure that's a fucking lie.
Relax, man.
No, it's fine. Take as much as you guys want. But
It's water.
that'd be insane. Could you work tomorrow, Luke? You gonna see Saw X tomorrow?
What?
Well, what are you doing tomorrow?
Nothing.
Can you go see Saw X?
Sure.
Cause I want to talk to you about it.
Okay.
Anyways, back before what we were talking about was I don't remember. It was about life experiences.
Well,
for me.
what I want.
Oh, about how I'm lonely out here. You guys need to quit your jobs to have people to talk to.
I feel like when you talk to people on Discord all the time, every day. Do you not?
Yeah, but they give me so much shit how I don't have a job right now. But they don't understand what my financial. I save so much money.
What they say.
I do though.
Idiots.
Like.
Wait, they're online at the same time as you.
I thought you
They're
were about to
also
say
all
they're
younger
on the
than me.
spectrum.
They say I'm like 40 years old.
How old are these people? What are they, 12?
The youngest one is like. The youngest one is 16. The oldest one is probably like.
Oh man, why are you fucking? Where do you?
The oldest one's like 21, I'd say.
Why are you taking shit from a 16-year-old,
Dude,
bro?
that kid doesn't know shit about.
Oh,
anything.
I tell him it constantly. He also
That
doesn't have a
dude-
driver's license or a job, and he sells books on Amazon.
I wasn't really.
Fuck
trying
you,
to
idiot.
Fucking gas.
That's what they like.
Trying to
That
fucking
dude's never
light him
even
up,
fucking touched a girl's hips before,
Yeah,
bro.
dude.
Come on.
Yo, I'm fucking all the time, dude.
Boom.
Back in
I'm
Michigan.
not
like,
saying you're
out
fucking.
here.
I'm just saying.
Well, I'm banned on so many
I'm
fucking
saying.
dating apps
I'm
now.
saying, bro's never even been to like a homecoming and like done
We've been
like.
I have a
the
very
courtesy
valid reason why
dance.
I'm banned on dating apps, by the way. But
So
It's a bad look. I won't lie.
yeah.
my ex-girlfriend might have. I honestly believe I popped up on. She said I could swipe right or left on the dating apps.
My ex-girlfriend, aka
I
the
swiped
stupid
right.
wife.
But after I swiped left, I swiped yes on her because I was still very into her at the time. But after like 10 minutes later, it'd be like, I would go back on it and it'd be like, you're banned now. I'm like, that's very interesting.
Banned, bitch.
Never said heinous stuff. I'd keep that in the DMs.
Well, I was just trying to say that these podcasts that go on super long, it's like it's nice that we're having a good time and there's like a nice rhythm, I guess. There's enough energy to sustain us to keep talking, but there's also just like no one is gonna watch this far. I mean, I've seen podcasts that last like 3 hours.
I watch them all the time.
But like
For me, at least.
to me, it's like those
My point.
those kind of podcasts are like higher production
years from now,
value.
when we're millionaires, we have millions of subscribers. You're starting fresh. You get to podcast 45. You see a 3-hour podcast. That's so interesting. A 3-hour podcast? And then you watch it. And I love those podcasts when you get to real stuff.
I mean, I guess so. I mean, yeah, I guess, but it's also, you also get.
It's better to make content than not make content, you know? But you better put that thing back on.
Yeah,
I do this all the time. I do this like every podcast, and you guys never comment.
Unscrew it. I don't know.
Literally
I've ever
every
noticed
single
you doing
podcast I do it.
Just unscrew it.
About like
You've never done
Like,
that before.
no, I actually do
All
it.
the way?
Yes,
I've
I'm
never
very
I do
aware.
it like
The
every,
thing
but I
off.
usually do it like down here, so you guys never fucking see it. Or I do
Why are
it,
you
like,
hiding it?
I don't know, because I don't know what.
Did we finish talking about Comic-Con? That was a weird experience.
Well, you guys just talked about how it smelled pretty bad.
Ben did. I saw it smell fun.
That was really all I took.
But
away
it
from
was like, okay, for me, as the allegedly the collector, who moved the fucking rock and sitting on the ground,
It's me.
as the possible collector of the group, it was interesting.
Possibly.
Oh.
It was like,
What
so,
was interesting about it?
well, so apparently people don't like this New York Comic Con. I was like, whoa, this is crazy. I saw the new Dragon Ball show. I saw Rick and Morty early, which I don't like Rick and Morty.
I didn't.
But Luke loves Rick and Morty.
I've watched it.
You've seen every episode.
Might as well call this guy Luke and
I've
Morty.
not seen every episode.
Have you
but-
not? I saw you finished every season.
No, I watched.
You love
No,
Smiling
I don't
Friends.
think
Might as well
so.
call this
Luke's
guy,
a big
might as
Smiling
well call this
Friends
guy
guy.
Justin Luke.
I do like Smiling Friends. Hire
Luke-
me to replace Justin Roiland.
I'm Rick.
But they
I'm
announced
Morty.
they showed the
That was good, right?
the people who do the voices came out today.
They came out as Rick and Morty. They came out of the closet.
I have a confession to make. I'm Rick.
Well, Ben's
I'm Rick.
a big Vic Mignogna fan, so
What is that?
Ben gets the joke. Probably no one else. does.
Oh, sorry. Every time you say Vic Mignogna, I confuse him with Vince McMahon. I don't know
Both
why.
is I think the both is the same.
Vic
They're
Mignogna.
anagrams of one.
Vic Mignogna is
Dude, the weirdest experience of my fucking life.
Vic Tomorrow is.
Can we talk about that?
He's
We
a
never talk
guy-
about it on the podcast.
He's a guy.
Allegedly,
Okay, first off, most notable role. He was an English dub actor for Dragon Ball.
Broly, and so the biggest role he did Broly, which affects me. He was also you ever watch Full Metal Alchemist?
I watched Brotherhood.
Who's the blonde kid in it? The main
Which
character.
blonde? Oh, Elric.
Yeah,
He was the English
he voices him.
dub.
Okay.
Anyways,
Not the metal guy, but the blonde kid.
This guy, Vic
Gotcha.
Mignogna,
Allegedly.
big,
Allegedly.
huge Star Trek fan.
No, you didn't tell. Okay, I think I'm
Oh, and was in a
What is his first name? I can't remember.
Vic.
No, the guy in Full Metal Alchemist.
I watched the original one for like half of the show and I fell asleep, which I think earlier in the podcast we got to the point where if I fall asleep during a show,
It's game over.
it's
Anyways,
game over.
Vic Mignogna got in a sex thing, sexual
Sex
harassment.
scandal.
Oh no.
I know, honestly.
Anyways, he loves Star Trek.
So me and Ben, I messaged Ben at one point, which I think might have been our first like major bonding point. We went and saw the Wrath of Khan together at a
Yes.
Star Trek film
This actually
festival.
probably was the first thing that we like actually went and did together.
We did a few other. We saw like a few other films together because
This is
people-
definitely where I feel like Pete learned the most about me. is,
No, yeah,
like,
we
how
spent
actually
we
much
spent
I like
the
Star
whole
Trek.
entire day together.
How did you not know that?
No, I did know that, which is why I messaged him about it.
Oh,
Originally,
okay.
I'm like, "Hey, this thing's going on in Livonia, Michigan, at this theater by us."
Oh, this is
But
back
what-
then. I
but
thought you
what-
guys were still talking
what
about
Pete-
Comic Con.
no,
Yeah,
this is like
no,
way.
This is way back.
This is like before we would like meet. Ben would be like my guy who I'd go to. I'm like, "You want to go see like I don't know this film with me?" Ben would be like, "I'll go."
The thing is that Pete, people generally know that I like Star Trek, but this is the first time that Pete saw I went to a Star Trek event, and I sat my white ass down and
No.
listened. You know?
I
like, this
fell
is-
asleep. Dude,
Pete fell asleep.
the start of Wrath of
Um,
Khan.
No,
the most-
you fell asleep in the motion picture.
Dude, we saw multiple.
We saw two. We saw the
Dude,
one and
the
two.
start of the motion picture, the boringest fucking thing I've ever seen in my
It's so
whole.
good. It's so
It's
good.
there for 45 minutes showing different shots of the Enterprise.
So good.
I was like, oh, I've seen
So
like
good.
most of Next Generation.
It's
I
so
could
fucking
sit through
good.
2 Star Trek films.
It's so
Dude,
good.
I was fucking cashed.
I love it.
I've
Motion
never
picture
fallen
is so
asleep
good.
or walked out of a film before. I was cashed for probably about 25
Yeah,
minutes.
he was snoring in the theater actually.
I woke up. I went.
Damn.
I woke up. I'm like, dude, where the fuck?
Woke your ass up if you were snoring.
I didn't care, man. I mean, the fucking.
It was cool. I love Wrath of Khan's a great film. Motion picture.
We unfortunately missed the beginning of Wrath of Khan. We missed
No.
like the first. Yeah, we did. I remember.
For
it.
what?
We were just late. We just ran late. We were like 5 minutes
I went
late.
and got lunch. I don't remember that.
I love motion picture, man.
Thank you.
I'll say it. They show the
Point we're getting
he's
at
right. They show the
is,
Enterprise for 40
Vince-
minutes.
Or
Anyways, he loves Star Trek. Sorry,
he made
we
his
got
own
so
fan
off
film.
topic. He didn't make a fan film. He made a fan series. He was like,
What?
He made
And
a
it was
thing-
good.
He made
Like a
something
live
called
action one?
Yeah.
He made something called Star Trek Continues. Context. Star Trek
So
was
much
supposed
more.
to be a 5-season thing.
But some other guy fucked
The
him up.
original show.
No, the original, like in the 60s. It was supposed to be a
Yes.
5-season thing. It unfortunately just did not get the momentum.
Well,
they
because the
were
guy
hoping.
fucked him over,
No,
wasn't
this
it?
was something else.
Oh, okay.
This is in the 60s. The show just did not have the momentum that was
Then they did
required
the
for
animated
5
show, though.
seasons. So they did the animated show
Which is
to
awful.
kind of, yeah, it isn't that good. It's got some fun ideas, but they spent approximately
It's like
6
slideshows.
hours of animation for the entire show.
Scooby-Doo walk cycles.
No, it's even worse.
No,
It's
they
honestly
basically
even-
just
it's
have-
way
It's
worse.
like a slideshow, pretty much.
It's like you
damn.
see a picture of fucking Carl Urban.
It's hilarious. I've
Bones.
watched a couple episodes of
Dread?
the animated series. It's actually kind of funny, but anyways, he was like, I'm gonna make this thing called Star Trek Continues.
so bad.
I'm gonna recast
We
everybody.
keep on the podcast.
The most major casting decision was Grant Imahara as Sulu, the MythBusters guy who passed away, unfortunately. Remember
No, I was sad when he died.
the guy? You know him, right? You can go to the bathroom.
I do. He was in that weird Netflix spin-off show they did.
If you're gonna talking to the microphone. Go to the bathroom. If you're gonna go to the
Anyone watch
bathroom.
at this point?
Well, if they're watching, they might as well get a good experience. Go to the bathroom and then come back. Grant, do you know who he is, right? Grant Imahara.
Yes, yeah, I
Yeah.
know. The
He was the Asian guy.
yes.
He got him as Sulu, which actually was
Okay.
kind of crazy. I was
That's a
like, probably
great
the most,
pick.
and it was funny because everyone else sucked. Like everyone
Oh.
else was a terrible. The guy they got.
Did he play Kirk?
The guy they got.
Like the
yeah,
main guy?
yeah. Vic Mignogna was like, I'm gonna play Captain Kirk,
Okay.
which is, I guess, fair. It's like he made the show. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna play the main sexy
Sure.
white dude.
I am gonna.
I mean, he's the perfect guy. He had a sex scandal already.
He had it by the time that he made this, or what? Or are you
At
not
the
sure
very
of the
least,
timeline?
internally, he knew that it was it was a possibility.
He had done it.
He had done it.
He had
so,
done
he was aware that it was on the horizon. Who else better to, play the captain of a sci-fi show
Yeah.
in the 60s? The guy who played Spock was actually, I don't know who played him, but it was actually the funniest thing ever.
Oh no.
This is maybe the one thing, whoever edits this might be me. I'm going to put up on the screen the guy who played Spock. Look at that shit. Come on.
Don't even.
Come on. I mean, I know.
Wow.
I mean, just remember the time code, Luke. When you're watching this podcast back, skip to it, see what he looks like. I know you're going to cackle. You're going to laugh. Look at a picture of what Spock looked like Leonard Nimoy, and then look at this guy. And you're going to laugh. I promise you.
Okay.
It's actually might be one of the funniest casting decisions ever made.
Is it a recognizable guy, or is he just funny
no,
looking?
it's just a guy. That's what's funny about it. Is they're just like, this is just a guy, and let's give him pointy ears. He looks nothing like they didn't even try to find a guy who looks remotely like Leonard Nimoy. Vic Mignogna was just like, oh, here's my friend. What if we put pointy ears on
He
him
also
and gave him
likes
a bowl
Star
cut?
You're not forgetting about the shitty short film he showed us.
We'll get to that. He showed us 2 episodes of Star Trek Continues. One thing I will say, they actually did a pretty decent job
No.
like recreating the aesthetic of
It's
the original
insane
series.
how well done it's done.
The set, they rebuilt a full the original series set, which granted it's not a complex of a set.
Mm-hmm.
It was done in the 60s, very simple.
Well, I feel like if you're
the original
trying
series
to
was super
recreate
low
it-
budget. They did a really good job. Even the film emulation looks really good. They shot it. No, you bitch.
I paid for it.
You're right. They shot it all digitally, but it actually looks really good.
looked
The
good.
film emulation was really decent.
All right.
Like,
They
I
did a
don't
good job.
remember. I think Star Trek was shot on 35 millimeter.
He didn't shoot at 35 though. He shot
No,
at
I'm
DSLR.
saying, I feel like it's actually harder to emulate 35 millimeter film than like 16 millimeter because like 16 millimeter
sure.
film you can like kind of pass off. Oh, it's just a fuck ton of grain. It's a little easier to fake
Yeah.
it. 35 millimeter, there's so much more like nuance to it that it's like, if it doesn't, if it's
Sure.
not, if you don't get like the highlights and the bloom and the like halation right, it's like you're like, all right, this is digital. That is, they just slapped a filter over.
No, I
But
will say
it looks
man,
really good. I actually think.
You're forgetting a key point when you meant Vince, where we sat in the back of the theater.
Yeah, he did
Do you
a
remember-
Q&A. Obviously we.
Well, no, not even. I will give a little bit of preface. So originally, like I was saying, it's probably I feel like one of mine and Ben's biggest bonding points in life. We had to spend a whole day together watching Star Trek stuff. At the start of it, I texted Ben, I'm like, hey, they're showing the Wrath of Khan by me. Would you like to go? I'd be interested in seeing it. Ben was like, yeah, I'll go. I'm like, all right, let's show you like the original. What do you want to do, a double feature? And Ben was like, yeah, I'd be down. Yeah, you're a cool guy. I'm like, sick. Okay, now
I love
third
you. I'm
thing,
in love with you.
this guy named Vince McYona is doing like some kind. He apparently had like a Star Trek fan film, and you were like, I have heard of that. I would be interested. But he was like, he's doing like a panel on the production of it, which there was maybe like 15 people at. And
Yeah,
me
that's
and
what
Ben-
I was wondering.
It's a
Me and
niche
Ben-
panel.
Yeah,
Like,
obviously.
me and
celebrity
Ben
there.
showed up, and we sat in the back of the panel, and he directly said to us like, hey,
Come on up, guys.
yeah, come on up. We're all friends here. And I went, oh.
This kind of panel.
This is one of these kind
And
of
actually, I like.
It was
I
great.
like
Look,
it.
look, I
get
did-
a good look at you. You
Because
might be the kind
give
of
whatever
fans
you
I would
say.
want to lay
Give
with.
whatever you say about Vince McGona.
And
Not
give
the
it-
greatest
and
guy in the
also,
world.
whatever
I
you
do
whatever you say about the guy next to us who was like the world's fattest Star
I
Trek
forgot
fan,
about that,
who
dude.
was,
Point I was getting at is I did learn a lot about independent production. Now Vince, I'm gonna say it.
He's sexy.
I would let him essay.
I would let him essay me. And now that being said, did he do that to other people?
I would believe yes, he did.
I did give him $20 to sign my Dragon Ball Z Brawley poster,
Look, I'll say this. I actually asked
which I
him,
thought was free
I
by the
asked-
way, but apparently wasn't.
I'll say this. I asked him a genuine question during the
Did
thing.
you?
Yeah, I was like, I was genuinely curious.
I do not.
How
know
did
at
you come up with the time to like? Because like he's a guy who's actually doing stuff.
No, at the
you know,
time
he's
he was
actually
a very
voice
busy.
acting. He has
I
an
don't know
actual-
about now because I don't watch a lot of anime.
He's not like a. Sorry, one second. He's not like a famous voice actor. He's,
He is actually a
Like,
very
people
famous.
know.
Okay,
He's
I know,
a
but-
very
okay,
famous
I know,
voice
but he's
actor,
not like
actually.
he's not like fucking Hugh Jackman. He's
not
like
Tom Kenny.
like he's like
Oh,
a.
dude, an anime world.
I would sure, but that's I'm just saying that's
Hold
a
on,
different
'cause it's really
world
big.
than like being Tom Kenny. I'm just saying he's not like a uber famous voice actor. He's probably a famous voice actor, but he's not like a set. He's not like a set for life voice actor.
had seen his show, but I didn't know who he was. Versus like,
If you're really into anime, sure, but that's
Vince Baker or
admittedly a very small percentage of the world.
I don't know. I feel like
Anyways,
if you,
not important.
We'll get into that after.
I was curious how he balances that with like you're genuinely by definition making a fan film. He had admitted to us he was not making money off of this besides like YouTube ad revenue.
Giving tours of the place
and
in
giving
Austin,
tours
Texas.
of their place, which
Would
is
be cool to do.
which is not the only place. There's actually a place in New York that also recreated the TOS.
Wait,
set,
really?
Which I
oh,
want
he
to go
didn't even
to.
build it?
Wait, Ben, look at me right now.
Yeah, it's in Saratoga. I
We're
want to
gonna go this week.
Dude, you small tangent.
I
That's
love
how
doing
you
it.
know that Pete's drunk. You
No.
Anyways,
Look at me. Look at me. Look at me.
I'm not
You're right.
drunk as last week.
You're right. Anyways,
But
sorry, everyone.
I will
All I'm
be
saying,
next week.
I asked him, how did he do it? And he actually had some insightful thought. He was like, it sucks. He was like,
That was good done.
It's not easy. You know, you got to get a bunch of people who are willing to work for nothing.
Oh, sure.
And it was like, honestly, more than anything, it was just like a reality check. It was like,
damn,
like it's not easy.
Which I feel like is something
like honest piece of information from another filmmaker.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Unfortunately, he sexually assaulted somebody, which sucks.
Multiple people.
You guys want to help me write a joke real quick? I'm thinking something along the lines of more essays than an English student. You know,
oh, okay.
Why do you keep cutting off our good
something
conversation?
like a 20-page
this one,
essay.
Yep. That's a good one.
I want an essay on my desk by tomorrow.
Can I? I'm not gonna say diverge it, but would you use in this day of age? Imagine you're in high school right now.
Mm-hmm.
Would you use ChatGPT to write an essay?
Yep.
Almost certainly, yeah.
That's wild to me. I remember back in high.
I would have.
Did I tell you about-
I wouldn't have it write the whole thing. I would definitely use it.
Did I tell you about the essay I
to
wrote
help
in
me,
high
though.
school that got me into so much trouble?
Why did you plagiarize it?
No. So, most bizarre essay you could write as like, I think it was like, what's after a freshman? Sophomore. As a sophomore student, our teacher was like, my husband is a veteran. Do you think they deserve more money than anyone in the classroom? Write an essay on it. And I wrote an essay on it. And then my teacher after was like, raise your hand if you're the one that thinks veterans don't deserve more money than the average person.
Than just anyone?
Yeah. But she was also heavily implying that like someone better raise their hand. I rose my hand. Dude, I've never had a teacher in my life go off on me so much.
Damn, Pete. Sheesh.
I think
like a core memory.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
I
actually
think
scary.
about it actively.
What's great? I actually agree with you. I think veterans deserve like a.
They deserve it.
They deserve
Like
a
deserve
veteran
money.
stipend.
They deserve
a
should be
stipend.
homeless.
live comfortably.
Yeah,
You know?
but like more than anyone else.
But like a doctor. No.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
A filmmaker in New York
Okay.
running a
More than
300
me?
more than
Come
me.
on, more than a funny guy like myself.
I'm a funny guy, but the point I'm getting at,
I
it's
have a
shoot.
2-hour-long podcast going up this week.
Luke, she pulled me aside after
Try and do that.
she pulled me aside
fucking couldn't.
because apparently I made good points to her. Because she pulled me aside like, hey, we really made both of ourselves look foolish. I'm like, no.
No, you did.
You did. I'm a high school student.
I'm a high school student. You're arguing with me. Who looks silly here?
I know, but
Who's the one person? What was your argument?
What was
For
both
her?
of your arguments
Well,
actually?
Yeah, why did
I was
you
like-
say no?
I was like, they did a great work. They should definitely get like compensated for the rest of their life. That's a big thing. I have friends who are veterans
Right, but
who hated being it. By the way,
She was saying that veterans should
But
have
except
more
for,
money
like-
than
like,
anybody.
Well-
you do the 4 years, you don't work another day in your life. Pretty much.
Well, here's
Oh fuck! I would
Here's-
do that
yeah.
shit.
Yeah, I'm saying everyone would, but I'm also like, listen,
That would never happen.
they
though.
get so many benefits
I
to an extent. They deserve more. Leave that up to the intern. I
I
feel like they should probably deserve a little
agree.
bit more. A little more. I have behind the scenes stuff where I've talked to friends who have been in the army since high school and have left since, and
Also, not all veterans see combat.
Don't do it.
Also,
especially now, maybe in
True.
the past months.
I will say
yeah.
I think
Maybe
though
not
that
fully.
I mean
He was stuck in Turkey and he didn't like
I think
it.
veterans should be set for life, but it should be
For life?
it's not set for life in like I'm gonna live in a mansion for the rest
Yeah.
of my fucking
but like a
It's
basic
like-
income.
I just think
Even basic income.
I think
though.
veterans
You got to contribute more to society.
I know
Like-
yes, but also
Listen,
like I'm
being
not I
paid
don't
off
I generally
for
don't
your
want to get into this
college-
on a podcast, but
no, go for it, Benny. Imagine I
Look,
started the podcast.
veteran I generally think that even if you were
Don't want to be a hater.
like
Benefits.
you're drafted into the even if you're drafted into the war, you're fucking like or if you even if you volunteered, you're
No, if you've
fucking-
been drafted, you deserve more money.
you're
You're getting
you-
forced into
Yeah,
it.
you
don't
didn't
have to
even
worry
want
about
to
it
do
anymore.
it.
I don't know. I don't think it should be
Me and Ben
discriminate
do.
either way. I think either way.
You're clear,
the
baby.
reality
I thought
is
about
that
that.
you like
Have you
were
really?
willing to put your life
Mhm.
on the line.
I
for a
wouldn't
country.
go.
Your country should
I
provide.
wouldn't either. If Dick came up to me and went, Peter, you have to be drafted, I'd be like,
I would probably run my leg over with a car.
it's not even that. It's like
I would do the cowardly thing.
I would.
I would join.
And
the
I
guess
Navy.
what?
I would join the
would,
Navy.
Not go off and kill people.
You're so fucking gay.
I would join the Navy.
It's the gayest one.
I
But-
know.
Be in a boat.
I
I'm
know.
proud.
We've been through this before. But I couldn't
openly
kill
not
someone.
Navy.
Over and over
I would
again.
contribute, but I couldn't kill someone, which is why I would have to go to jail.
They would not probably send you to jail for that.
For draft dodging, you could go to jail.
Yeah.
No, I mean for not killing. I mean,
No, but what would you do? Like, I wouldn't be able to go.
I don't
there.
know, miss.
I would do like war photography. Well, what I'm getting, I would do like war photography. War photography would be cool.
That's the thing. You get into it, and you can go wherever
War-
from there.
Work
Join
on
the
like a
Navy.
commercial for the army.
In the Navy, you fucking just shoot a fucking
But
mortar
Ben,
off to the
I
next
will
boat. You're
throw
like,
a-
maybe
Ben,
I killed somebody,
We've
but I don't
been
really
through
know.
this a little bit earlier in the podcast. If I go on a boat, I will fucking absolutely vomit
Okay,
all over
but
the floor.
I promise you, you'll be fine after like 2 days.
I don't
Like,
think I would.
Yes, you would. Like you get
I get
used
so
to being
motion
on a
sick on
boat.
boats.
P, I just sat on a boat for
This is like
2
me
hours
with
interviewing, and I was like, I've got to be honest. Even by the end of it, I was like, damn, I don't feel that good right now.
Ben,
But you get
I get
used to
so
it. That's
motion
how boats
sick,
work. That's
even
how
in
motion
ca-
sickness
but
works.
even in cars, I will get sick.
it's a personal problem actually. But
It is. I
skill
agree.
issue.
anyways,
It is a skill issue. I get fucking sick.
You just
in
haven't put points in that skill tree yet.
I won't
um,
either. Why would I need to? I'm not gonna.
Look,
go on
all
a
I'm
boat.
saying though is,
I hate
fish.
Boats are scary, dude.
back to the original point though.
Titanic.
I do admit, look, I feel like veterans do deserve to be at least paid for to survive, but they should get enough to pay for like food and shelter.
Yeah.
I don't think.
No, they
I don't
shouldn't,
think
yeah.
anybody should get paid to be going out and buying flat screens. You know.
Right, but
You know.
But
Veteran-
imagine
like
telling that-
people, anybody who presumably put their life on the line for a country, or theoretically could have put their life on the line for a country, their country should pay for them to
receive the
exist in their country. You know,
If I make
that's
you
my thought. I don't know.
Imagine
I
telling that
agree.
to a sophomore student in high school who plays actively Call of Duty, may have said heinous things on party chat, in game chat.
This guy was putting his life on the
That
line.
was
in
all
Call
of
of
us.
I
Duty.
was, honestly. Not even as much as my clan. But point I'm getting at is, imagine then after you come up to him like, hey, you really made a fool of yourself. That affected me. I was like, whoa.
what? She's the one baiting you.
That's what I'm saying. She legit started calling me. Someone say against me they don't. And I'm like, well, someone's got to. No one's raising their hand.
Yeah.
Gotta be the guy.
It was fucking awkward, dude.
That's so
No,
weird.
I mean I agree. I think
It's
weird.
fucking awful. I was like, she pulled me aside after. I'm like, I looked at her. I'm like, you said someone has to do it, and she went, well, I didn't think someone actually would. I'm like, oh, I'm trying to be a good student.
These
I have a weird life as an only child, dude.
there was a point where in high school where I did kind of realize that all my teachers were like
Actively against you.
humans with like weird insecurities and problems. I had this one instructor.
Teacher.
I had an English
Instructor's
teacher who was like very strange
Come on.
and uncomfortable. Oh damn!
What are you telling me to do? You drop his glasses, you
I
fucker.
was wearing his sunglasses.
That's a rare figure. You can't find that in Targets mostly.
I
I
don't give a shit.
I do,
I
dude.
can throw this out the window.
I love my wrestling action figures, dude. They
I'm
make me so
sorry.
happy. I
I'm
get
sorry.
them.
I didn't mean
Ben,
that.
listen.
I'm
Luke,
sorry.
shut up.
I actually
But,
didn't mean
Ben,
that.
listen.
I was kidding.
I know, but before, you'll get back to it. Why am I not famous yet, dude? I'm fucking awesome.
Luke sat there for a solid 10 seconds saying nothing. And this guy goes, Luke, shut up.
Literally wasn't talking at all.
I thought you look at my. I have a little box in my room of unopened action figures.
We gotta get instant replay on that
I
shit,
bought
dude.
so many action figures to open up at a later point throughout the year because it would make me happy.
I'm sorry. That was actually really
so
funny.
I'm a funny guy, dude.
Luke literally was silent. Luke was silent.
Why am I not famous yet, dude? I'm so funny.
Oh man, we have 300 subscribers.
I feel great, dude. It's definitely an ego boost to an extent. Not just 300 subscribers, but the views we get. Put that fucking thing back on.
It's not even off yet.
Yeah, but I see what you're doing.
Just playing with it.
Yeah, it's gonna fuck up the audio.
I've
But
done it so much that I know that you can actually also. This metal thing moves around.
you wonder why
It's
we
like
need new
it's like the
mics,
loose skin
and
that we
while we're
talked
trying to
about.
update
What do
our
you mean we
mic setup.
need new mics? Our mics
So
are
how do you guys
fine.
feel about me saying we should put the desk here?
Which desk? Oh, this table?
It's a nice table. It feels good,
Yeah, we
right?
can move it over.
Imagine me
for the-
putting a
I actually
different.
like it more. having
Yeah, I know. I agree.
Oh, like
I-
you mean at all times?
Yeah,
Sure, I guess.
I put different action figures here every week.
Yeah, actually, I'm
Wow.
a fan of that.
I'm fine with that.
It's Triple H. Oh, Triple H moved. Dude, I love buying action figures. Can I talk about that for a sec?
I mean, I know you love buying action figures, but
I don't know, dude. Listen,
I guess I don't really understand why you like them. But
can you talk about why you don't think, like, why wouldn't you get an action figure of something you like?
it's
can
just
play
kind of
with it.
useless. It doesn't do anything.
Ben does have action figures.
I
a
mean,
couple of them, not as much as me. He has a
I have
few.
two.
I get it.
action
I mean, like,
figures.
look, I have that
you
like
have three, don't you?
Ghibli. I
You have
that,
the Star Trek guy, Neo, and your Halo costume.
I guess Neo's an action figure.
I gave that to you though, the present.
I have like I
Thank
have
you.
that
I
duck
took
from
your figure.
Spirited Away because I love that movie. I've got like
Never seen it and never will.
shirts that I have shirts from like my favorite movies and shows and that sort of thing. And I definitely understand having like one or two, but it has to be something that I like really, really love and care about, or have loved and cared about for many years, and that I'm like when I see it, I'm like,
Dude, you know what you should do?
What?
Well, maybe not.
But also, if that duck vanished into thin air, I would be like,
Would you notice right away though?
I wouldn't notice right away. I would probably
would
notice
notice-
eventually.
Instantly. If Watto or Austin Powers came off of our group shelf, I would look at you and be like, "God, we're gonna have a meeting."
That's different though. But if I went into your room and took like
I would notice right away.
It's
honestly.
like a random guy, from
I
the
would
back,
notice right away.
I'd press
Dude,
X it
like,
out.
but that's what I'm
I
saying
don't
is like,
believe that
I like,
especially because I know what I brought here specifically.
I like
You
that
better be on your
thing,
game in the next
and I would
2
probably
weeks.
eventually.
Try it, dude. I'd love to see you.
I would eventually probably wonder like where did that ever go, but I also wouldn't fucking really care.
Now, if I might play the only child syndrome card, where you have to play with stuff yourself,
We all had to play with stuff ourselves.
but you had siblings and stuff.
Yeah, I had two
What's
sisters.
that do though?
For me, it's like all the toys are mine,
I mean,
and I knew
Fair.
every single toy I had because they were mine. And if I saw the like Triple H disappearing, I will move him back up onto the shelf I put him on. I will walk out here to go pee in the morning, my 8 a.m. pee, and I will be like,
Pete just guaranteed
It's
that.
been
I'm
a
literally gonna
disturbance.
try and steal.
I'd love to see you try,
I'm gonna move one of Pete's toys.
dude.
oh no.
I won't tell. I'm not gonna tell him when.
No,
It
you
could-
shouldn't.
It could be
but-
in the next.
Camera's
like,
about to die.
actually 7 months.
How do you know?
No, that's not. Doesn't
Red
mean it's
light
gonna
is-
die. It
oh.
means technically it means that it's like dropping frames, but it never actually is dropping frames when it says that. So
We're trying to sell these cameras. If you want to buy them, but let us know because we want to buy a new Sony FX. Anyways, point I'm getting at is listen,
You like action figures?
it means a lot to me, dude.
what if I did action figure review on the table right now? Just kidding.
I used to do action figures reviews on YouTube.
Pete has too large of a collection. I could,
Dude, there's
I could
my
presumably
back
bring
room-
out all of mine right now and put it on the table.
So back at home, I have 23 boxes full of action figures.
Let's keep it simple.
And
Let's keep these
there's still
simple.
stuff in there. There's still alcohol in there, you fuck.
The leak?
it
Okay,
simple.
so there's this scene from the show Adventure Time that I really like.
I know. I see your fucking book every time.
That
Hello,
kind of
show.
sums up my feelings about this. It's this Jake is drinking from this cute little mug that he has, and he's like, "This is like my stance on like worldly possessions, right?" He's like, "You see this cup? This is literally my favorite cup." And then he throws it out the window, and he's like, "Now it's gone, so it doesn't exist, and I don't care about it anymore."
I would buy.
And that's how I feel about that stuff. Like, if it's,
I
like,
don't at all feel
it
that
doesn't
way.
matter to me if it's gone.
I would
Like,
care so much if my like Cloud Strife on a motorcycle figure disappeared, dude. Hell would be unleashed.
That's
I
It's
would
like your
punch a
life
hole
would
in your
literally be
mind.
the
Okay.
same.
I'm like at a
No,
weird.
it wouldn't.
I'm at
I
a,
wake up in the
Life
morning,
would
I
be the
look
same
at
if
it,
you
I'm
didn't
like,
have it.
whoa, I bought that? That's so fucking cool. I would freak the fuck out.
Okay, that's weird. I'm at a weird in between on that. If you threw out my like Star Trek ships, I'd be like,
I'm not like if it
No,
was
no, no,
my.
no. I'm saying if you threw out my Star Trek ships, I'd be like, okay, that sucks. But I theoretically can buy them again because they mass produce them. But if you threw out like one of my like frosted, if like someone broke one of my frosted glasses that like we have in the cabinet, I'd be like, damn, that thing.
frosted glasses.
Like, you know,
Well,
like
I'm
the
saying right
frosted
now.
glass
I was like, what the
that
fuck
you
is the frost?
drink tea out of sometimes, like the little.
Like half mug?
Yeah, it's frost like as it's a glass that's frosted. You know what frosted glass is?
I
Like,
know what you're saying. We have one.
Yes, we have one.
I just thought that
Good
was-
math.
I thought that was Luke's, honestly.
That's
I
mine.
thought Will
if
bought
that
us
glass
that, if I'm being
broke,
fully honest.
Wait,
I
I
actually would
literally
be-
don't know what.
It's that like
is.
half like beer stein we have.
Oh.
if
Yeah.
that glass broke, I would actually probably be sad.
Well, I mean,
like that has traveled with me.
there's certain like possessions that like, okay, I might
Boy, Dwayne.
associate this with like a friend or family member, and I think it's okay to like if you have that association, feel sad when you lose something.
It wouldn't be
it's-
the end of the world, obviously.
Oh, for
but
me, it
and
would be
certainly
absolutely-
objects
if I saw
that I
one
have-
figure break.
Things that I have that are like genuinely functional to me, like if you threw my TV out the window, I would be like, well, that's annoying because
That
I
sucks.
need a TV. I need to have one.
Two right there.
Yeah, I guess, but I need a TV,
The monitors.
and so I have to go buy another one. So it's more like
You would buy another
it's not
TV?
the TV itself.
I'm so fucking
Yeah, if you threw that one out the window,
Hmm.
I'd probably want you to buy it.
How we know I broke it? It could be this fucker right
I'm
here.
so hungry.
This guy's gotta eat.
We gotta go to Applebee's after and get to $1 margaritas.
I don't think they're open that late on Tuesday.
It's like fucking
I
10
think
o'clock.
we're nearing the end of the
Yeah, I know.
podcast, frankly. It has been 2 hours.
I'm having a great time. What I'm getting at is, listen,
We do need to
my
rescue Ben from
collection
this
means a
podcast.
lot to me. A lot of it. No, I'm being serious. My collection to me means a lot to me. I have stuff on my collection. Maybe it would take me like a day or two to notice. I would notice, but there's also parts of my collection where, like, say you threw out my Brian O'Malley signed comic, my Scott Pilgrim #1. That means a lot to me.
What? Okay, imagine a scenario where literally all of that stuff was stolen.
I would probably cry. Like full out.
Okay, and then the day after that, what would you do?
Like, probably cry again.
But then you would get over it.
I don't know if I
eventually.
would, honestly. Like,
You would never get over it.
no. Listen, for me, okay, listen.
The day he dies.
I've been collecting stuff.
He will never be okay with it.
I feel like I've been an active collector for probably 6 years now.
That's fair.
Okay.
That's 6 years of my life
Yes, it is a lot.
blown away.
He has been doing it for a while.
I get that, like,
And, like,
for the
I've
effort
grown an
wasted.
attachment to it. like a big attachment to like a majority of the stuff. Cause even I know what you're saying. What if you have it? I have purged my collection every year. I purge my collection of stuff I don't feel attachment to. I feel like at this point, 6 years in, everything I have left now that I haven't purged is like there's a reason. Like I have hit the point where I don't buy as many action figures anymore as I used to back in like 4 years ago. Everything I buy now is for a reason. If that makes sense.
Yeah, but it's all just stuff, you know? It's
but
like,
what's the point of money?
What?
What's the point of money?
I mean, I don't love money either.
I love
We're
money.
getting into really deep societal questions, and I'm way too hungry to discuss.
We should rescue Ben and our audience from this podcast.
The audience gets me. Buy our merch.
Yeah. Also, by the way, if we make merch, that's valuable. You should buy that.
Please buy it. Actually, I wear our merch.
All right. Thanks for listening, folks. Have a good night.